Fixed it. Did I close Bloodbowl? I didn't mean to close it. Oh, yeah, I did. Bloodbowl crashed. Great. That's just awesome. Alright. Let's check it to make sure all this crap is right. Actually, I'm gonna... Yeah, whatever. I'll fix it later. Okay. Okay. Okay, good. X out of Streamlabs. Go here. Throw that up over there. And mute. Alright. Hello, everyone. Today's gonna be a bit weird because turns out that someone else, Turin and Magic Potato, scheduled their game for roughly this time as well. Because me and Blackiron aren't in a rush, we're gonna give them a fair chance to get their game started before us. And if they get it going before us, then we're just going to watch their game, and then when they finish playing, we'll play our game. So y'all might get double. Can you hear me? Is it muted? It's not muted, is it? You should be able to hear me. It's not muted, is it? No, it's not muted. Okay. Alright. So we're just going to keep an eye, and hopefully he shows up so we can get all this going. But these are the playoffs, so these are, if you win, you move on, and if you lose, you're out. Which I think they've already played some games. Yep. So the Skaven fought the Amazons and 2-1'd them, and the Underworld fought the Tomb Kings and 1-0'd them. Yeah, I can see you, Outcast. Hello, Cold Rage. So far, the Skaven and the Underworld have moved on, which I think if I win my game, I fight... I think I fight the next place. What? No, I fight the 4 and 5, don't I? So 4 and 5 was, no, it's not gonna say. I think I fight the Skaven if I win. I think that's right. Yeah, I think if I win, I fight the Skaven, which that'll be a thing. The dogs are good. I'm no longer watching them. I'm home now. Hence why I'm streaming. Which is good, because my anxiety's been killing me today. I didn't sleep very well when I was over there, which always makes things worse. Been working on
hey
video a little bit. Hello.
They are starting up.
Great. Glad Potato showed up.
Yeah,
For everyone watching,
I called him.
Blackiron's joining us. This is my opponent in the next game, but I guess he'll just chill with us for this match.
Yeah, I mean, just figured I'd come by and hang out for at least a bit, you know? Oh man, I can't wait for this to get started.
What day is today's Tuesday, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I was gonna go hang out in their chat, but they're gonna do a private call.
Okay, that works.
Keep it limited.
Oh, I guess I should announce the stream on places. Derp. that in Turn's chat too. Is Turn also gonna stream? I imagine he is.
Yeah, he said he's starting it up.
Okay. He like runs an intro and does all sorts of fancy stuff. I need to start doing that. I have an intro now. I just haven't set it up that I can just like pop it off real easy.
Yeah, did you see his new credits? That was kind of cool. I don't know if it automatically like grabs all his donations and stuff and then lists them at the end, or I don't know if he had to do it manually.
It should do it automatically. There's a setting for that. I know I'm looking to set that up for my Twitch channel. I guess I could set it up on YouTube as well. It'd be not that difficult to do. It's pretty easy to do on Streamlabs. The little like credits at the end or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah. I just called and yelled at AT&T today to try to see if I could get a better upload speed, but I can't.
No,
but I did get $15 a month off my bill for the next year.
Because you called angrily.
Yeah. Hold on one sec. My wife's making faces and hand motions at me.
Are you playing Battletech? I've heard really good things about that game. I don't know if it's quite up my alley, but I've heard nothing but praise for it. Cold Rage. I've been watching Carnage play it. Well, it's more like I've been listening to him play it. I didn't watch it too much. I was using it to try and relax this weekend while I was at my brother's house.
Oh man, I'm just spamming this, waiting for it to show up.
Well, knowing that Turn's gonna run his intro, and then they're gonna start everything. And I don't know how long Turn's intro takes.
Right, they'll talk a lot about which inducements Turn's gonna take with the like 200k he probably has.
Yeah, we don't get to see anything until the game actually starts. So for anyone just joining, we're gonna be streaming 2 games today. We're gonna be streaming Turn and Magic Potatoes game just because we scheduled for the same time somehow, and we're being nice and letting them go first. Because I think they both actually have things to do, and we don't, so it works out better.
Yep. Plus, it'll cut down on some of my pregame anxiety.
No room for Malal.
Dude, I'm so nervous.
Good old
Coming
Malal,
in the playoffs as number 8 is not exactly the most confident place to be.
Should be a good game. You've got some nasty people on your team. You are not the one I was hoping would take the 8th slot.
Yeah, Paul really he needed to score in that first half. I think he
did. He got greedy.
It was so astounding because it's like I've only scored about 7 times the whole year, I think. Maybe not much more than that. So it's like for him to be holding to make sure I don't score twice in a game is
yeah. Swedish Donut, hello by the way. The answer to your question would be if they meet outside of Athel Lauren, it's probably going to be fairly hostile. They don't meet on good terms unless it's a diplomatic mission specifically to Athel Lauren or vice versa, in which case they tolerate each other's existence. But the Dark Elves just view the Wood Elves as another possible race to subjugate and manipulate, while the Wood Elves just see the Dark Elves as needlessly cruel and barbaric. So they don't really care for each other too much. They don't outright try to kill each other at every opportunity like the High Elves and the Dark Elves do, but it's a very uneasy neutral would be the best way to describe it. It's a very similar relationship to the one the Wood Elves have with the High Elves. They don't really like either of them, while the other two keep trying to manipulate the Wood Elves into rejoining with them. So it's not a great relationship on any side.
You only meet the Dark Elves on a position of equal or greater strength, though. I mean, that's right. I mean, it's not like the Dark Elves are always looking to screw over literally everyone, even their own race, at any given time, right? So,
essentially, yeah. I mean, they've tried to be diplomatic with the Wood Elves, but the Wood Elves are too clever and know that the Dark Elves are just trying to manipulate them into some use or another, and they're not interested.
Right.
They politely refuse.
In the Black Library stories, I mean, the Dark Elves are just like, they're just raunchy, man. They're like, it's like just torture and you know, just constant craziness and backstabbing. Only the strong survive.
It's true. It's Malekith's philosophy on civilization, which has kind of worked and also kind of not worked at all. It just depends on how you view it.
Right.
Oh man, I'm tired today.
I was pretty bad yesterday. Today I felt a lot better. I got oh, here we go. So yeah, the game started.
Oh, thank God. I needed something to look at.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Swedish Donut. I mean, the stream will still be here tomorrow. You just won't see it live. Don't let me stop you from going to bed. That's where I should be right now.
Yeah, we can. I mean, if it's. I mean, depending on how long their game takes. If it takes a really long time and you get too tired, just let me know. We'll do.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna do it if I'm exhausted, but I have enough energy
Right.
for a Blood Bowl game. It doesn't. I'm not like Turin. Turin, like, or Gojira. Like, they take a very long time to think about their turn, and like very carefully. I just sort of feel what I want to do, and I'm able to just. I don't know. When I play tabletop based games, I'm able to move very quickly. It's one of the few things I'm good at in this life.
Do you think about your turns on your opponent's turn? Because that's
yeah, of course.
That's typically the thing that makes a slow player from a fast player.
Oh yeah, I have no doubt that Gojira is fucking like. I don't know what he does for fun, like smoking a blunt or something during the opponent's turn instead of like planning.
No, I think Gojira plays it like a game of chess. That's what I always imagine. He's sitting there like imagining 13 moves in advance, like what happens if this were to, you know, if this were to fail and his players were to come in, and the next turn will he be able to score? I imagine him paralyzed with indecision.
Yep. Matt Ellis, I think this is the first time I've ever seen someone refer to Dark Elves as Ice Elves. I actually had to think for a second. I was like, fucking Ice Elves, what? I was like, oh, right. They do technically live in an icy realm, so you are technically correct. I guess you could call them Ice Elves. For some reason, I've never heard someone call them that before. It's amazing to me that's the first time I've heard that. Well, that's very nice of you, Outcast. We love you too. Alright, so Chaos has no extra players, but the Dwarves are keeping the Death Roller off the pitch for this first run.
And I didn't catch the flip, so it looks like the Dwarves should be receiving or kicking.
Okay. The Dwarves are kicking.
Okay. So that's why it's keeping the Death
No
Roller
exciting
off.
kickoff event. Gentle weather. No rain. Lucky them. That would always make for an interesting game.
Right, the what is the heat, overheat?
Oh yeah, sweltering heat.
Sweltering heat, that's right.
Alright, so for those of you who are maybe new or not new to the game, this big old Death Roller is the big guy, but the Dwarves are obviously keeping him off the field because they don't have control of the pitch right now. So there's a good chance that turn could go for a fast score, and it could be more difficult for the Dwarves to prevent it. So it's better to keep him off the field and wait until the Dwarves have possession of the ball, because then they control the tide and flow, and they get to go first, which means the Death Roller gets to be scary effective. Did he get multi-block on it, I wonder?
Let's see.
I need to turn the sound up. I'm going to wait till
He
after
got
this
guard
punch.
on it.
Let's turn up the volume
He's got guard on almost every player.
Alright, so we got a lot of guarding. Pretty good rolls for Chaos so far. He's moved up a decent bit. He's getting some hits. No armor break so far, which of course is what the Dwarves are infamously good at preventing. Alright, so the Death Roller only has guard. It has not managed to hit level 3 yet. Personally, now that I'm not talking to them, I must admit I am rooting for Nurgle to win. I view him as an easier opponent than the Dwarves. Well, I guess it depends. Would I be fighting... If the Dwarves won, would I fight them next week, or would I fight them in the finals?
Let's see. I posted the graphic a while back so that everyone would at least be able
Because
to...
I guess if I had to fight them in the finals, I would rather fight the dwarves because they're very easy to score on. They'll
Right,
beat the
you
shit
are
out of my
at-
team, but I can score
So-
on them.
The winner of our game will play against Valnir's Nodder Princes next.
Okay, so whoever wins this game has a chance to fight one of us in the finals. Okay.
Right.
And they have to fight the... Gojira. Well, that'll be a good
With-
game regardless of who it is.
Yeah, so that...
Ooh, I bet
that is-
Gojira's really hoping Turin wins then. That's not a fun
Right.
matchup. Necromantic versus dwarves. Alright, the Tickler does not get a hit, unfortunately. Oh, he only has armor value of 8 this game. That's going to be
Right, so
dangerous.
that was from me. Do you remember? I knocked out his armor value and took him out of the game. That's why he missed
Hello,
last
Rolana.
game against the Dwarves. Was
Hello,
because
Ryan
of
Smith.
my crushing injury that I put on him the week before. In my victory.
Outcast, you might check your own settings, because I'm watching my own stream, so you, you should be able to see everything just fine. Alright, so the dwarves are now beginning their counterattack. Oh, gets a foul appearance roll against the Strength 5 Nurgle Warrior, which means he'll have prime hits against those dwarves. Of course, here comes the counterattack from the Strength 4 Dwarf, which is going to probably decimate that left flank. And there's the first KO of the game on Frashus Molder.
Yeah, you can
Guessing
tell that one's a
Turin did not
loner.
name that one.
Turin uses all caps, so...
Alright, Davion the Weak takes a punch, but passes his armor value, but the left flank has collapsed, which could potentially cause problems with that Troll Slayer back there. The right flank is also starting to suffer issues. The dwarves have not used their Blitz yet, so it's going to be interesting to see what they choose to use it on. They might use it on this front line here, try and knock it down. It's annoying, none of my mods are up. I need to start keeping tabs of like who shows up for every single stream and promote somebody.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I'm gonna be right back in 2 minutes. I'm gonna go grab something to drink.
Okay. Alright, so the Slayer gets a nice frenzy roll. Oh, and he gets a double down! That's super great. So Chaos is going to have to pick one of those, and that Chaos Warrior is going to eat it. Oh, what a lucky roll for the dwarves. That gets them a chance to maybe take down the Tickler, which would be very advantageous to them at this point in the game. Oh, but he fails the foul appearance roll, so he's not going to be able to get rid of the Chaos Warrior. Oh, he fails another foul appearance. That's 3 fails in a single turn of a 2-up roll. That is miserable luck right there for the dwarves. But if you're going to waste your bad luck on something, those are the rolls to waste it on. It just means the dwarves will not get to take actions against that Tickler. So now he's locked down 4 dwarves, and if Turin can get some extra support over here, this could be an ugly bash fest for the dwarves. Hello, Defiante. Or Defiant? I don't know. I made that Spanish for some reason. Maybe it's because I've got Puerto Rico on the brain. My brother just got back from there. He's visiting with his wife. Alright. Let's see what else we got going on here. I can't wait to get to bed tonight. Second one. The E threw me off. You don't spell Defiant with an E at the end. I thought you were trying to, like, make it all spicy, like queso. I had some delicious nachos for dinner. Y'all probably don't care, but there you go. I hope those of you who saw them enjoyed the little dog videos. Of my brother's dogs, Rusty and Clay. I was super bored and I was with them for about 2 days, so I was just recording. I just recorded one video for every day I was there. Just a little 10-20 second clip. Yeah, it's about 11:20 over here right now. I wouldn't say it's super late. I kind of wanted to be in bed at 10 tonight, But I messaged Blackiron, and I was like, yeah, you know, are you up tonight? Do you want to get this over with? Because we've been trying to schedule this for like 2 weeks now. It feels like, maybe only a week, but it feels longer. So I'm just going to bite the bullet. I don't have to do anything tomorrow. So, excuse me, I'm going to sleep in a little late. I'll probably try and sleep in until 8 or 9 a.m. Because I try and get up at 7. Oh, he's got the block. Oh, why is he re-rolling? He had a... Oh, wait, no, sorry. I was thinking from the dwarf's perspective. Ah, no injury. That's rough. That's the easiest dwarf to injure. He only has an armor value of 8. And the Tickler also has Mighty Blow, so that's pretty unfortunate he didn't get it there. Oh, he has Stand Firm now. That'll be very useful at keeping the dwarves in one place. Alright, he gets a POW on another one of the Slayers. Can he get... Oh! Well, he got a stun, which is better than nothing. Not great, especially since he's folding around the left flank. The dwarves have definitely built up their force more on the right, but there's not a whole lot holding them in place here. Very few Chaos Warriors, which Turn only has 3 of, because one of them was killed last game, which is very unfortunate. Texas boy, you call me boy? Dude, boy is such a word I've been hearing all weekend because I was watching playthroughs of the new God of War game because I don't have a PS4 because I'm poor as shit. Oh, that game looks so good. I watched a playthrough of it and oh my god, I had a ball. Oh, Bob Dole! Bob Dole is dead! Bob Dole is dead! Does he regenerate? Nope, Bob Dole is dead. Oh, I wish I could chat. Oh, that's brutal. Bob Dole has taken so many beatings over the course of the season. Bob Dole is dead, Blackiron. He's dead.
Bob Dole.
He's been around for years and he's dead. Defiant, yes. Personally,
the 4 strength rider.
Personally, I am rooting for Turin. That is true. The dwarf, I do have a very strong grudge against the dwarves, and I hate them. So if the nasty Nurglings could claim victory, I would not be upset. But I hope Turin loses his next game because I don't want to fight him in the finals. I don't know though. He only has 3 Chaos Warriors now, so if he doesn't as long as he's not able to afford a new one, he's potentially not that much of a threat. And the Tickler goes down. Oh, and he's stunned, no less. Oh, I can't believe Bob Dole finally died. That's amazing.
Yeah, dude, he was so annoying.
That dude's been here since the beginning, and he's taken like an injury every game. Like,
right?
Bob Dole had the shit kicked out of him. But no more. The dwarves knew to aim for the head.
That is crazy.
Alright, so the dwarves are out of rerolls. That is another important note. He does have an apothecary. Turn also has a wizard with him, so we'll get to see some foul magics on the field. You know, funny enough, one thing a lot of people don't know is that when they were making Blood Bowl 2, they originally tossed around the idea of introducing a unique spell for every single faction. So you'd have Thunderbolt, Fireball, or the unique spell, but it ended up not making it into the final product of the game, which is such a shame. That would have been amazing to see.
That would have been awesome. I've got I'm gonna post some links here. I've made a link for the updated standings. If you want to.
Okay, great. I'll post them in my chat if it just links to like a simple imager or whatever.
It's exactly what I did.
Where'd you post it?
In links inside of the Discord.
Okay.
The links chat.
For a second, I was like, "This is just a top-down view of a pitch." I was like, "Oh wait."
It has generic type.
There you go, chat. There's the info about the playoff so far for Blackiron's league, which was the first. What do you call it? Inaugural.
Inaugural.
It was the first big boys contest to kick off Bloodbowl being a part of this community.
Yeah.
So this league is a big deal.
Right. It was actually really cool that so many people got so into it. Like I just like because I just randomly started playing again, and then you know, everyone just kind of wanted to play. I was worried I wouldn't even get enough people to fill up the league. Now there's like going to be, you know, 2 leagues, 3 leagues. There's 10 other leagues. There's stunty leagues, and I mean,
there are all sorts of leagues, and goodness knows, Licking Hands is of course progressing, and you're going to be starting up season 2 not long after the playoffs, I assume.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you kind of how it planned out. So I think we're going to do 16 teams, no entry fee, new teams only, and I think the last thing is we're going to do a draft.
Oh, great! That sounds exciting.
Yeah, so I mean, it doesn't have to be a live draft. I'm just going to make a video. I'll pull the names out of a hat so that typically most people's responses to the questionnaire didn't have doubles on teams, so the draft shouldn't be too painful, you know?
That's true. But I mean, drafts are fun. Plus, I could see someone deliberately trying to deny another team. Right. 2 red dice with a defender down. Oh, rolled into a push. That's good.
They both have blocks, so
So far, it's not too bad for Turin. He is down 2 players because of the knockout and the death, which certainly is not great against the Dwarves. If they can get a good surround going, Turin will be stuck.
Right. So the Dwarves are already up 1 player, too.
Yeah, he needs to get a hole punched in this Dwarf defense line, but they're starting, because this is what they do. They'll isolate one of your players inside of their little death trap, and then they'll just beat on them until they're injured. And you either have to fight them back, or you have to find a way out of it and just run as fast as you can. But as you can see, the right flank now is completely collapsed, where the Dwarves have most of their numbers. And those 2 injuries, I mean, that just frees up way too much space for the Dwarves. Yeah, Alex, I agree. Bloodbowl it's a little crazy playing in like the championship league, where it's just like the wild, wild west, and it's just a mess over there. You never know who you're gonna play. You know, everybody starts off at different levels, so your first game could be against someone. I played somebody the other day whose team value was literally like 600 above mine. It was insane.
Yeah, but that's what makes it. That's what makes it feel so good when you do well.
It's true. But it definitely does have a very wild, wild west feel to it.
Yeah, you've got to be able to swallow some pain on occasion, you know. Just get beat down and just say thank you, sir, can I have another?
Oh, an attacker down for the Dwarves. Of course, he has no rerolls. So the Dwarves, the one advantage Turin has going into this match is that the Dwarves are completely relying on luck to not be bad. If they get any bad luck, they will have to just accept it.
Oh, Jesus.
Really stupid on the Tickler, who is already down on the ground. The good news is that means the Dwarves won't take a free swing at him. The bad news means those 2 Dwarves that were held down by him are now free to do whatever they want. Also, hello, Alex West.
Right. And Turin's actually popped off a number of those rerolls. He didn't use one on that...
Yeah, Turin's only down to 1 reroll, which I think he reduced it to 3 before the game, so he could get a wizard.
Right.
And that wizard will be very helpful, but it's not going to help him too much if he can't at least score a single point. Because the thing about Dwarves is you really don't want to go into overtime against them, because the longer the game lasts, the more likely they're going to hurt your players.
And it looks like Potato even took a bribe. When you hover over there, it looks like he did take a bribe. I think that's what that...
I don't see a bribe. I see +1 fan factor and apothecary and no rerolls.
Okay, that's what that is. +1 to the fan factor. There we go.
Yeah, because at the start of the game, you both roll 2d6 and add your fan factor to it, and whoever gets the highest gets a +1 modifier. I think if you get double the opposing player, you might get +2 or something like that, but most of the time it's just +1. Okay, he blitzed, and he's going for it! He's got to go for it. You can't, like, if you're going to go for it, now's the time. The more distance he puts between himself and the Dwarves is the more they're going to have to work for it. But he's also going to have to work really hard to box them in, which without the Tickler is going to be so hard on that middle group.
Yeah. Well, Stanky Leg can get in there on top of the Gloomy, but that's about it. That's all he can do. So, I mean, If Uppy the dwarf over there can push off old One Eye.
Oh, and Turin gets a nice dodge getting away from those dwarves. And he goes for it to hold down the Slayer, which is critical. Especially with that high movement 6. But he's only agility 2, so the Slayer is not going to be able to go for a dodge. Not with no rerolls.
Yeah.
That was a great move by Turin to lock those dwarves down.
So what do you think? He probably tries to knock down Food Truck over there, right? And then tries to move.
Yeah, that would be the best thing. Would be to try and take down Food Truck with probably Scott the Walnut, the dwarf here. Okay, interesting. So he's using Scott to instead push away Stanky Leg to free up Gloomy the Swift to go after Gimp Mask, which will not be easy. He's going to need at least one other dwarf to get in a good setup here. Okay, there's a stun. That's not too bad. It's easy to recover from.
Maybe he'll try to use
Sotek Snake God. That's copyright infringement. Who is that? I'm just kidding.
He may be able to use Mike the Cannon to get up in there next.
Oh, but those no rerolls come to bite the dwarves. And that's going to cost him.
A touchdown,
that is a free touchdown for the Nurgle team. That's going to be 1-0. Now, the real question is how Turin's going to choose to score. It would probably be best to score sooner rather than later to reset the pitch. Get the dwarves out of these nice boxes they have going and get back into a line so you take less of a beating. That would be my opinion on that.
Right, because remember, this game, it can't end in a tie. You do somebody has to win. So,
right. Yeah, there is no tie because this is a playoff game. Whoever wins moves on. Whoever loses, they're done forever. It's over.
Right.
You are the true Snake God? I disagree, Sotek. You didn't even put a capital G on God. I refuse to believe you're the real one. Granted, I'm only a humble lore master, but I'm pretty sure my lore does not say you can type.
Well, we got Tickler up with his guard there.
Yeah. The dwarves have absolutely no hope of getting the ball back. Best case scenario, they could get Gloomy on him and hope that he trips, but Gimp Mask could easily just blitz, knock him away, and run in for the touchdown. Alright, so now is Turin's chance to try and do some damage. Very hard against the dwarves, especially since he has no players with claws, which I'm sure he is really regretting right about now.
Right. All that block. But made it this far.
He does have that one Chaos Warrior with Mighty Blow, which can be useful, but it's still hard to get through all that armor.
Yeah, not rolling 5s. That's
ooh, man, he could really use a level up on old One Eye, because that would allow him to get claws, and that would be a nightmare of a character.
Right. Strength 5, Mighty Blow. Well, there's no block still.
That's true, but I mean, you might as well just go for pure damage at that point.
Right. You're always going to get the 2 dice with Strength 5 pretty much, so...
That's true, yeah. It's not over for Turin yet, because that Death Roller is going to come in the second half. And the dwarves are just going to milk it for all it's worth, and it is probably going to unleash a beating on Chaos Warriors of Nurgle here.
Right. And the trick is, so if Turin could knock out a player real quick...
here's the problem now, is the dwarves are going to start focusing squishy targets like Mountain Dew Addict here. I mean, relatively squishy.
Right.
He's still armor value 8. Here comes a hit.
Gets the defender stumble.
Yep, nothing there. And the dwarves can afford a single foul. They do have an extra player in the Death Roller if they want to just completely go for it. It would be better, of course, to use the Death Roller itself for that, but we'll see if he gets desperate or not.
Right.
Another zombie's about to eat it. No injury, though.
His biggest goal in life will be to keep 11 players before the end of this touchdown. Because
that is true.
If Turin can hurt a player and score on the 7th turn, then the Death Roller will only be in for 1 turn of the game.
That's true.
He'll be taken off in the 8th turn for the half, you know?
Yeah,
so
he does. That's true. The dwarves do not have a...
bribe, so...
That's true. So for Chaos, it would be incredibly useful to get even a single dwarf off the pitch before they score a touchdown. That's probably Turn's objective.
Even one KO that won't get on would cost him his death roller for the match.
Yep, that would be incredible. But this is looking really dicey for Nurgle.
Right? I mean,
because that's going to require like at least 2 more turns of waiting. Another really stupid by the Tickler. The dwarves are getting revenge for all those disturbing presences. They failed the first game.
From that first round, huh?
Yeah, Rolana, that's exactly what dwarves do. Even if they don't win, they usually gain a lot of SPP by just beating the shit out of people. That's what makes them so competitive. Is that even when they're losing, they're still gaining a lot of experience.
Right, and they don't need to spend a lot of money because they rarely take injuries.
Yep.
So
yeah, the dwarves are, I think, tied with Turin for the most expensive team in the league, or is that the Underworld?
Yeah, the most earned. Turin and the dwarves have the most earned. Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much whoever wins this game is probably going to be the filthiest,
richest player.
Yeah, richest player, the money bags of our league.
Yeah, I'm not even on the top 10. How about that? That's called Blackiron's luck. I rolled a double 1 on one of the games that I actually won. I re-rolled into a 1.
Yeah, Turn's trying, but this is a spooky thing. Is trying to outbash the dwarves because they are just, especially with the zombies and pestigors.
Ooh, buddy, that dodge.
Yeah, he's going for it too. Not sure what he's hoping to accomplish here.
Oh man,
maybe he's trying to get over to the hammer so he can get a better roll on him, but it's not going to matter. The dwarves are just going to get up. I agreed with the initial move. That way the dwarves would have to blitz to attack him, which they almost certainly are going to. Taking down a pestigore is almost the equivalent of taking down a skink. It's so important.
Right. Yeah, and the Choppas, they have to make it through a few more turns, but Turn only has like 1 more turn that he can realistically bash.
Yep. Yeah, and he can't afford to risk any bashes after that.
No.
And the Warriors of Chaos are just going down in droves right now.
Oh.
Still rolling good on their injuries, though. That one was a little close.
I'm curious if Potato... Oh, there goes the foul appearance.
Yeah. But it just doesn't matter. They're so outnumbered. Because they're essentially down 3 players because of the ball carrier, and then 4 because old Tickler's just not interested.
Yeah, it looks like that blitz maybe coming over there with the Troll Slayer.
Yeah, I could see them maybe sending Flavio over to gain the 2 dice on old One Eye, knock him down, go for the Rotter, and then they'll blitz Mountain Dew Addict, most likely. But yeah, Rolana, like you were saying earlier, it's very true that for Turin, this really is a potentially no-win scenario of challenging... Oh, he went for the Rotter. That's interesting. Probably because of the decay. This really can be a no-win scenario for Turin, because even if he wins the game, his team is so beat up that he can't afford to take much more damage. He's already down a Chaos Warrior. If he were to lose another one, it probably wouldn't even matter that he wins, because, like, when he fights Gojira, that's going to be a horrible, horrible penalty.
Right. That was crazy last week. He just lost his... Oh, and that happens.
There's no KO. Oh. So, Frastus von Rotwurst is down. And Chaos has 1 player standing. So he can only throw a single block without using a blitz. The Dwarves are annihilating Turn in this block-off.
And if this was a standard game, that would be fine.
Defiant, I read your comment. That probably influenced what I was thinking.
If this was a standard game, that'd be fine, because Turn could easily score here and try to hold the Dwarves to a draw. And you know, because the Dwarves aren't really fast enough to score once.
Yeah, hopefully Turn invested in some... no, he didn't. Turn doesn't have any Bloodwiser babes. So, I mean, the good news is, by scoring on turn 8... he can get a double chance to get them up. But at this point, it's like, what do you do? Do you even bother with getting up? Because the dwarves can't afford to foul,
No,
because
no.
if they do, they might
the
lose
dwarves
the death
can't
roller.
foul. Right.
Okay, he went ahead and ran it in. Interesting choice.
I mean, that's probably better. Don't give any chance to let his...
True, and he does get
die.
at least one turn to try and reset up his line and bash the dwarves back.
Right, he'll get a normal bash at least for his last turn.
Okay, one of the Rotters got up. The dwarves, of course, now have the option of putting the death roller on the field. Hopefully, Potato notices it.
Cheerleaders too?
We'll see if Magic Potato even notices that he has his death roller on the field. That would be the most hilarious thing ever, is if he just didn't notice it.
I was wondering if he was going to know not to foul. Like, I just imagined him fouling and getting sent off, and me just, like, screaming in anguish as I watched his death roller be wasted.
I mean, honestly, Turin needs that death roller to get wasted.
Yeah.
That thing is a huge problem. Because if he gets to go, the first thing he's going to do is murder the Tickler. And
right, with that armor value 8 now?
Yeah, armor value 8. This guy hits like a truck. And and once you have a death roller on the field, and it has that dirty player rule. It is designed. Oh nope, he definitely noticed. It is designed to just murder your face.
Yeah, your best player. That's its job, to take your very best and strongest player and to murder it off the pitch.
Yeah. Rala, that is probably close to the strategy Turin's going to have to use. What Turin's going to need to do is get for when the dwarves get the ball, he needs to get a Pestigor or somebody close to the ball, hit the ball carrier with a lightning bolt, probably right at the beginning of the turn, because you can only use a wizard at the beginning of the turn or the end of the turn. Otherwise, he automatically ends it. So there's going to be a turn where Turin's going to need to open with a lightning bolt or a fireball if he's really desperate to take down the ball carrier and get it onto the pitch and then pick it up and run it in. Or at least just keep it away from the dwarves.
Yeah, that runner, though, Gloomy the Swift, he's actually the runner who has ran the furthest in the league in the regular season. So that a dwarf is the longest runner.
Which is hilarious, considering I have a sneak who has more touchdowns, but I think he's just more efficient with running straight to the goal than the dwarves tend to be.
Right, and what the Sage was saying in chat one day is that it's because he's like the only player who ever picks up the ball.
No, it's raining.
Not for the dwarves.
This could be terrible news for the dwarves. They do have sure hands, though. This actually might be worse news for Turin. If the ball slips out of dwarf hands, which the dwarves are very likely to pick it up, this could be terrible news for the dwarves.
Well, I'm going on those weak rotters first, the ones with no block. Always the safest blocks first. 2 die, no block.
Good thing, too.
Yeah, right? Oh, man, that is looking painful, though, for Turin. Look at those lined up dwarves like that, man.
Yep, this is just going to be a beatdown. This was unavoidable, even if he scored the last turn.
Ooh, and he got it on the strength 5.
Yep, passed the double. Didn't get an injury though.
Mm.
I'm really worried about the Tickler. That is the most concerning thing out here.
Right. That strength 5 Nurgle Warrior though, he won't be hitting next turn at least. So that's the ticket. The more players on their backs, the less that he's got to take hits from on turn 8. I mean, the dwarfs don't really need to. I mean, they can't score here, so.
No, unless like he wants some easy SPP, there's no point in even trying to pick up the ball.
Right.
But I say easy, but but then quotation marks.
right for a dwarf.
Throw it. Yeah, it's a 2 down. It's a 2+ knock up or knockdown with lightning, and it does cause an injury roll, or at least an armor roll. So you can injure someone with a lightning bolt. Ooh, nice hit from the dwarves. Just a stun though.
Yeah. That Mighty Blow I knew the Mighty Blow was on that uppie. I thought maybe it was going to cause us some...
Alright, all the dwarves have left is their Blitz, which is likely coming in on Stanky Leg here.
Yep.
We'll see if this long beard can take him out. Looks like he's going for the ball pickup first. Interesting choice. You figure he would just purely be interested in bashing.
He's going for the toss.
Yeah, because the triple disturbing presence, forcing it from likely a 3 or a 4 up to a 6 up. All right, and now the
maybe he forgot about his blitz. That's the only thing I can think of.
That's possible, yeah. Now it's up to the Scions of Nurgle to try and hurt. They just need one. Well, no, it doesn't matter now actually. Like every injury counts, obviously, but anything double block. Here comes the reroll. Oh, a double pound. Nice. If he could take off a Troll Slayer, that would be very nice. Ah, but it's not his day.
Nah.
Very close though. He rolled a 7.
Not
He needed a 9. Oh man, if he had been 1 higher, his Mighty Blow might have carried him to where he needed to be. Oh yeah, he only needed 1 higher, and his Mighty Blow would have activated.
Right.
Yikes. Yeah, Rolana, the Dwarf Runner automatically comes with Sure Hands. That's one of his starting abilities.
Yeah. Typically, if a team has a runner position, that runner comes with Sure Hands.
Yeah. Yeah, runners usually have Sure Hands. Throwers usually have throw or pass or whatever it is. Right. The reroll. Oh, here comes the Tickler. Ah, just a stun.
And that was a close one.
Turn's gonna need some way better injury dice if he's gonna have.
He needs an injury right here. He needs 1 injury right here.
Yeah, oh, he's only got 1 more block die left, and it's gonna be red. I don't think he's gonna take it.
I think we're all super confused because he's moving somebody in the back like what is he? He's trying to avoid hits now.
I think he's trying to prevent the dwarves from massing on a single target. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I'm really confused.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the goal is here.
Because he just dodged Power Mullet out and then put him in a place where he can still be hit.
Yeah. I mean, the dwarves will have to move to make it a 2 die, but there's no reason they won't do that.
Yeah.
Alright, he moves Scott the Walnut into the back. That's not a huge deal because Scott does not have guard, so he's not providing any bonuses there. He gets another POW. Oh no! Okay, just a stun. Those Slayers are putting in work. Yeah, surprised he did not swing with the Mighty Blow, Longbeard. Could have potentially been a better roll. Another armor break. Oh! Dead again! Another dead Rotter, which they do not have regen, so that's just another dead one. So Bob Dole and Frashus von Rotwurst are both dead. Granted, Frashus was simply a loner, but still, that's a crucial body off the pitch.
Yeah, and those Rotters, they're some of the only players that can move, you know? I mean, granted that they can't move far, but Nurgle Warriors are really slow, you know?
Oh, One Eye is injured! No. He's got to get his regeneration proc.
Oh, okay.
He did get his regen. Awesome. Oh, but that did level up Fallen the Wall Anvil. Oh, this is turning into a very typical dwarf game, which does not bode well. See if the Tickler can survive this. This Slayer does have Mighty Blow. And the Tickler is okay. Barely.
Easy injury.
Barely. If he had rolled 1 higher, that would have been a knockout.
Piling on, right?
I don't believe he has...
No.
Oh, he's going for the foul! Ruthless.
Oh my god.
Piston is sent off, and the Tickler does not receive a worse injury than he already had. So the Dwarves just lost a player for no gain.
No, actually, it's the end of the half. Oh, man. Yeah, that is... when you're
that Rotter is still knocked out. So the Dwarves are at full capacity now because they still have the Death Roller, but Turn is down 3 players.
Oh, man.
But with a dead Rotter from his basic team, he's losing so many players. Both of his loners are out. He's got 1 loner still, but I mean that is just punishing.
Right, and the Tickler and those Chaos Warriors are so slow that he is actually has a team that's on speed with the Dwarves now.
Many of the Dwarves are faster.
Well, no, they have the 6 movement Slayer to go with the Pestigore, and then the what is it? The Runner has 6 also.
Yep,
So
they got 2 movement 6 and then another movement 5 Slayer. The Longbeards are also movement 5. Or the Blitzers, excuse me. So the Dwarf team is actually...
the fastest one on the pitch right now.
Is just as fast as Turin's team. Yep, 2 movement 6s to match Turin's. At least 2 movement 5s to match Turin's, and then the rest are movement 4 to match the rest of his team. They are exactly equal on speed. Turin just has him, or Match Potato simply has him outnumbered.
Yeah,
so now Turin's basically going to have to say goodbye to the Tickler. I do not foresee this thing surviving a Death Roller, especially with only an armor value of 8.
Typically, I think at that point you just start fouling with the Death Roller on the Tickler every
Magic Potato has to be going for blood here. He doesn't... At this point, the only thing that matters is removing as many of Turin's players off the field as humanly possible. That's all that matters.
So he can score again after he scores.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Because the more players he removes, even if Turin should successfully score, it's going to make it that much easier for Magic Potato to score again. Because there will be less opposition. So at this point, you know, Turin's down 3 players, the Dwarves aren't down any. It is in their interest to foul and try and just keep that number dwindling. Oh, lucky for Turin.
Hey! He gets to set the Tickler up.
Yep, the Tickler gets to go as far away from the Death Roller as possible, which is fantastic. He can actually move everyone away from the Death Roller, forcing it to blitz. However, the ball is either going to land in that Longbeard's hands or it's going to go off the pitch, which will give a touchback to the Dwarves, which is not great. Because this rain would be very helpful in potentially costing the Dwarves some precious time.
Flavio the Unbend.
I didn't know this was an ogre game. Yeah, it feels like it, doesn't it? Dwarves are brutal, man. Despite the fact very few of them have any bonuses to actually hurt you, they just do somehow. It's magic.
The power of block on every player and armor on every player. So I mean, they do. Oh,
he fails to catch. Ah, but this is actually not potentially that bad for Turin. I don't know. This is a toss-up. On one hand, the Dwarves have a much shorter distance to go, but on the other hand, it's going to be much harder for them to form a box.
Well, he just started it off with a hit right there, so that shows how
here he comes. Oh, this could be bad.
Thank your leg.
He's okay. He is okay. Barely. Holy crap. Rolled a 7 on his armor. Well, the Dwarves were not likely to form a box, but it's looking more and more likely like they're going to be forming their box just fine.
Yeah, you didn't think they were going to.
If they knock over Davian, they might foul Power Mullet just to get him out of the way. We'll have to see what they do. And that runner made excellent headway getting caught up. Alright, that's
just go for a semi.
Looking okay for a Dwarf box. If the Dwarves really want a successful box, they're going to need another Garter on Stanky Leg.
Oh, that just...
the double skull. Does he take it? He does! Interesting. This is a really good chance for Turin to get the ball back. This is probably the best chance he's going to get.
Of course, the runner, the Longbeard does have guard.
So does the Troll Slayer.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to have to get rid of both the Troll Slayer and the Longbeard to even have a dream of getting a solid dice roll against the Longbeard with the ball. Though he might just go for it and pray to the gods.
Power Mullet 2 red, yeah.
Yep. Or he could use his wizard here, but he's already moved, so that's out of the question.
Well, unless he surrounds the ball and then tries to wizard it out of his hand.
That's true. Alright, he knocked that dwarf out of the way, so that removes one Garter. Now he just needs to get the Troll Slayer out of the way. Potentially using the Tickler.
Yeah, the Tickler with no block but strength 5.
Yeah, that was a good Fireball setup, Rallic, but the problem with Fireball is it only works on each person on a 4-up, which is so risky. And he does get the push. Oh, but he has Sidestep. That is unfortunate. The Tickler also has guard, though, so he does negate the Troll Slayer's guard. So now he should be to a single block die, but it's going to be in Turin's favor.
Dude, I still remember when everyone made fun of Pirate Joe, the sidestepping troll, when he took that with like this first level up. And that troll has just been a
proven
nightmare.
to be absolutely terrifying. Yeah.
Yeah. Sidestep is just so strong because it just ruins any control that the opponent has, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well, and like, you know, it's one thing on skinks in that it makes them nimble and annoying to pin down, but on something sturdy, it is truly terrifying.
Right, all of a sudden he's inside the box next to your runner when you were trying to block him out. He's farther in now, or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like, you know, if you could get like a Saurus warrior or a, you know, or even a big guy with something like sidestep, that could potentially be terrifying. Of course, it's usually better to go with block in those kinds of scenarios, but something that can roll strength and common normally, like a Saurus.
he got it.
The ball is going up in the air. Bounces off the death roller, and it bounces to the safety of the dwarf runner. That is very unfortunate.
Underneath tentacles, though.
True. I have a bad feeling, though, that good old Tickler is not going to be standing up for too much longer.
Yeah. I think he can actually get the strength dice on him right there with the two dwarves to the
Yeah,
left.
if he stands up following the wall anvil and swings with the Slayer, looks like he's going to bring down some reinforcements here to prevent those two from moving. Oh,
what?
Tried to dodge?
No, that's a mistake.
That had to have been a misclick.
Oh, man. Does
I
it
would
roll it?
No, you wouldn't dare reroll that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was a horrible error.
Oh, man.
That
might
could cost Magic Jay the game.
Yeah.
I mean, Nurgle's right where they want to be. They've got 2 free Pestigors to go harass near the ball.
Yeah, and he didn't even get to pick up Uppy yet.
No. Oh, he didn't. You know what? That might have been what he was trying to do. He might have been trying to go for a double click on Uppy and accidentally told Flavio to move. Either that or he was swinging at Davian the Weak. I'm not sure what he was trying to do, but clearly he needs to slow down.
He's like, I think, the second or third, one of the top fastest.
Yeah,
but,
speed is great, but not at the cost of making sure you're issuing the proper orders.
Right.
That was a rookie mistake.
And at this point, your whole season's on the line. You know, it's like these teams are going to retirement if they're not going on to the next game. So. Yep,
and Nurgle is pushing very, very hard on that ball.
At least,
bit of an interesting choice. I think personally, I would have tried to go through the Troll Slayer to get another body on the ball.
Yeah,
but that's just me.
Gloomy the Swift at least has got some tackle zones in the back there, but
that's true. He is preventing a easy grab, and that's the other thing is that Turin does not have the easiest job getting to the ball. Scott the Walnut is still preventing an easy access by the Pestigor. Oh, and he fails the going for it. Always frustrating when you fail an easy roll like that. He passed the first one, so this is a double going for it.
Right.
So he's moved as far as he possibly can. So I'm imagining trying to threaten Gloomy. He needs to take out Pirate Joe. Pirate Joe has to go down.
Right, because Pirate Joe can still fight the Tickler.
At the same time, though, I can understand not wanting to use the Tickler, because if he fails his really stupid right now, that would be devastating.
Oh my god, yeah, that's it.
It might be better to just leave him alone.
Yeah, keep his guard in play.
Alright, yep, sure enough. Alright, so the Dwarves hopefully will not have a misclick this time. That would be a terrible way to lose a game. First thing he needs to do is stand up everyone immediately before he starts getting all aggressive. Alright, he's moving some more bodies onto the ball just in case something goes terribly wrong. He's probably going to stand up some people. We'll probably see a death roller come for Davian the Weak if I had to guess. Yep.
Yeah.
And he's fucked. Passes his armor roll though.
Yeah, if the armor breaks aren't there, they're just not there, you know? It doesn't matter how much strength you got.
Alright, so now the Tickler needs to get kicked off the ball. But he's going for some other swings, it looks like, first.
Right. I think he's just still trying to thin the herd. I mean, he's got plenty of turns, you know?
True. And he does still have his reroll, which will be crucial. He does fail his Dauntless, which is not great, but he does get not a bad roll.
Stand
Turn will, of
firm.
course, select the push. Again, the Tickler does have stand firm, so he's not going anywhere. Oh, but he has Frenzy, so he does get to swing again. He fails his Dauntless again. Oh, but he gets the double Defender Stumble.
My God.
The Tickler is going down in a hurry.
Oh, on 2 red dice failed Dauntlesses.
Ooh, he was 1 away from failing his armor. That could have been a horrible moment.
Oh,
All right.
man.
The ball is now as free as it's going to get. Gloomy is at -1 to pick up the ball, but he succeeds, and there's no way he's not going around the right flank. Staying close to the Death Roller there. Wise.
Oh, Power Mullet taking a hit. And that's it.
All right.
That's about as good as the Dwarves could have hoped for.
We're on to
without
turn
wagers.
11. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Dwarves do only have 5 turns to score, and there is a Wizard in play, so he does need to get a move on. Because that Wizard's easily going to cost him a turn. And he only has a single runner, too, which compounded with the rain means the Dwarves could have a serious problem picking up the ball. Alex, in my opinion, I would not go for the fireball. I would wait until Gloomy breaks free of the tackle box and then slap him with a lightning bolt.
Yeah. Now, see, that's the thing is Magic Potato has to try to hurry up and score. He can't, like, hold it on the goal line because of the whole lightning bolt effect.
Yep, he needs to score as quickly as possible.
Before he gets lightning back.
And it's going to be potentially problematic for the Dwarves, because once they score, they do lose the Death Roller, so they do want to try and bash as much as they can, but that Wizard is an ever-present threat.
I mean, you got to kind of draw it out, you know? Ooh. He's got a ton of tackle zones, too.
Yeah, Turin is surprisingly well spaced out, considering how badly he's just been kind of consistently getting punched in the face.
Right. It was that failed.
Oh, he's going
turn,
in on the
you know?
ball carrier here. If anything, this will just cause a delay, which is always welcome, and he gets it. And the dwarf sidestepped up. No, there's no point in re-rolling that. Okay.
You got a free reroll anyways.
Alright, and the ball lands in a not terrible position for Turin. That's still going to require the removal of Mountain Dew Addict and the Tickler before the dwarves can even attempt to get the ball. And Gloomy is stunned, so he's not going to have the sure hands. So he may be forced to use a reroll. The dwarves have a lot of strength, but they do not have a lot of agility and they do not have a lot of movement.
Right, they'll have to use the blitzer to pick up the ball.
Alright, he's almost certainly going to go with the block roll. I can't see him using the push. Oh, he went with the push. Why go with the push? He's got stand firm.
No, he doesn't.
Oh wait, this was the Death Taxi. Sorry, I thought it was the Slayer.
I'm like double searching through the skills trying to figure out, like, am I missing something?
Alright, Mountain Dew Addict is stunned. Not great, but of course it could be worse.
Now what, we try to clear Davian the Weak off. Nope. Maybe not.
Man, I'm not sure what the dwarves do at this point. Do they just protect the ball and try and get it back to Gloomy, or do they try and grab it with Anlid and run it in? I mean, Anlid is annoying because he's a strength 4 dwarf, so he's very hard to knock over. But I mean, that is not easy.
I think you use Scott the Walnut to try to kill Davian the Weak and then blitz the Tickler afterwards. But
okay, so he is blitzing the Tickler, which is going to knock him out cold. And then he's going to grab the ball. Yep, but he does fail.
And here goes that reroll.
He's got to use it. He's got to use it. And he passes. And now he's got to get going. Okay. This is actually not a great setup for Turin. The Mountain Dew Addict is actually providing a very nice bulwark there for the dwarves to use as a defense.
Right. Yeah, and Turin's pretty heavy on the left side.
And he is going to lose Food Truck, who was going to be crucial to breaking open that defense.
Oh, and maybe Gimp Mask too? Oh,
no, Gimp Mask is
Gimp
safe.
Mask is solid.
Alright, so Gimp Mask is going to need to pass a dodge roll here if Turn wants to try and get the ball away. This could be a pretty ideal time for a lightning bolt just to delay the dwarves. I would actually go for the lightning bolt here and just try and pick up the ball from where it falls. But Turn has already started moving, so that is no longer an option. Interesting. So he's going for the blitz, and he uses his last reroll. What an interesting choice. Oh, I see. Okay, so he's going to knock him out of the way and then move her. But that's still going to require going for it rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, he can make it on 6. Oh, no, yeah, it was 1 going for it. This is very dangerous territory for Turin now. He has no more rerolls. He cannot afford a single fuck up or the dwarves are going to run right past him. This is a very close game. And Turin has to be very careful with how he's positioning. Because right now, for instance, if Food Truck goes down, then the dwarves can easily run right up the chute, right through the middle. Which is going to be horrible for Turin's team. If the dwarves can make it through the center field, I don't really think there's going to be a way to stop them at that point. Especially since, you know, this is actually kind of bad for Turin that Anlid has the ball, because that means if he follows whoever does have the ball, so say Anlid runs forward, and Gloomy's going to follow him, which means that Gloomy's going to be ready to pick up the ball the moment that lightning bolt hits. And Gloomy has that free reroll, which is so awesome. Alright, the Death Roller. Oh my! Stuns a zombie. Could have been worse, of course, but it is a loner, so it doesn't really matter. But he is no longer a asset. Alright, here comes... This is critical. Oh, he gets a double block, which ends the blitz there. So the dwarf will either have to dodge, which is not likely, or he's just going to have to swing at Mountain Dew Addict, but that's going to cost him way too much time. It would have been much better to blitz with the dwarf in question. Oh, and he gets the double attacker down! Nuffle has turned on the dwarves. That is terrible luck. Ooh, that is not good. Turin may have a very real chance to get the ball back here. If he could stand up Mountain Dew Addict, and then... Oh gosh, there are so many potential ways he could do this. I would stand up Mountain Dew. He doesn't really have a lot of options, though. He can't afford a dodge. Okay, so he's going to send this fellow, I'm assuming, to help protect the ball and try and force the dwarves to use a blitz on him. Yep. Because every roll counts. The dwarves have to get the ball with Gloomy, and they have to run it. He only has a movement of 6, and the pitch is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 spaces long from the half. So he's going to have to go for about 14 spaces once he picks up the ball. So the dwarves need to get into Turin's field, his half of the field, in this turn, or else it's going to be impossible for them to score.
Oh, man.
And that's not even including the difficulty of the lightning bolt. Like, it is possible for the dwarves to get around it and survive, but it ain't going to be easy. And the dwarves are going to have to make 3 successful blocks to even have a hope of that happening. And that's where Magic Potato really screwed himself, in my opinion. He had a bunch of rerolls for this game, and he deleted them, I guess, to reduce the enemy's team, or his team value. But going down to 1 reroll, I mean, that's just suicidal.
Yeah, 2. I think 2 is probably the least I would ever go with.
Yeah, then, at that point, you're better off just deleting a player, you know?
Right. Well, and then if you are going to go down to 1 reroll, you have to be super careful not to, for example, dodge with your dwarf or something like that.
Yeah, that like, roll was a critical failure. That wasted a whole turn for the dwarves.
Right.
Which
so he had 2
really
skulls.
Looking like they're going to need.
Yeah, he had 2 sets of skulls.
Oh, the Death Roller fails. The Death Roller failed his foul appearance roll against the Tickler. Now, the interesting thing is,
there's a lot of ways this could go from this moment on. Okay, so he's wasting the blitz, in my opinion, on Gimp Mask, which sure is going to get him away from the ball, but now he can't get rid of Stanky Leg.
Right, no matter what.
There is a very specific chain of blocks that Magic Potato needed to throw in order to get the ball free, and he definitely did not do that. So I'm not sure what his plan is at this point.
He's probably tilted, man.
That could be it.
when you dodge.
Oh, that's it. That's game.
Oh, that's game.
It is impossible for the Dwarves to win this game. They have lost the playoffs. That being said, the game is not over. The Dwarves do have every possibility now to try and do as much damage as humanly possible to Turin's team. If they just went all in on the Tickler and tried to kill him, that could be devastating for Turin's team.
Oh my god. That rain in the second half, those lack of rerolls, that dodge. I mean, there's a multitude of things that you know, he gave up that lead of players.
Yeah. If Turin even has half a brain, he should be trying to get away from the Dwarves as fast as fucking possible. Like, even just going for dodges, just get away from them. Or I guess in this case, blitzes where you can at least go for a push. Like, just get the Dwarves away from you, minimize the amount of blocks they can throw, so they can't do as much damage.
They don't follow up there, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure Turin realizes if the... and it could be... Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, and we're not in their stream, so we don't know what kind of joyous time they're having over here with.
Yeah,
their,
for all we know, Magic Potato could just be like losing his mind and just making mistakes. Man, this is a potentially really bad situation for Turin. If the Dwarves could blitz the Tickler. Oh wait, no, they're not going to be able to. So
they're going to try for some passing business. No, they still can't do it.
No, there's no way. They still wouldn't make it. Because what I would do, if I were the Dwarves, is I would try and kill the Strength 5 Chaos Warrior. Oh, he's just stunned. But there's no reason for the Dwarves not to be throwing a foul every single turn.
Well, gentlemen's...
Sure, if you're that kind of guy.
Right, but I tried to very specifically put it in the rules at the beginning of the season that there is no being a gentleman. That is actually against the rules. It is against the rules.
Yeah, there's been a lot of fouling in this league.
Right.
The Dwarves would be foolish not to just foul the shit out of Turin's team.
Right. I will be furious if people do not foul when they should. Same thing as goal line.
If I were the Dwarves, yeah, I would gang up on that Strength 5 Chaos Warrior and just beat him while he's down.
Oh man.
Surprised, Magic Potato, he hasn't even bothered standing up that dwarf in the corner. He's been down forever.
Yeah, I really do think he...
Oh, I spoke too soon.
I'm curious on what happened with this, man. Poor Magic Potato. He gave it away.
Oh yeah, reducing the number of rerolls he had doomed him. Like, he was already playing with weighted dice. All right, so he's still going for POWs. No injury rolls at this point, or fouls. Oh, and he fails to going for it.
Oh, dude, he can't get a break on this half.
Nope.
Oh, so that is Nuffle's kiss right there.
Well, Rolana, the 2 players dead is bad for Turin, but only one of them is actually a player, and he was a pretty shitty one at that. The other one is a loner, so that's not actually a part of Turin's team.
Yeah.
And on top of that, like, granted, it does hurt Turin, I guess, but it also doesn't because the loner rodder he gets is going to be better than the one that died. So it's kind of a toss-up.
Yeah, team value blow is real, and strength 4 rodders typically aren't. I mean, they're not something you're going to throw away, but they're also not, the best place to keep.
Yeah, the Dwarves only have 1 turn left, which hopefully they're going to go for a killer foul.
I assume they're going to try to use the death roller to foul the Tickler, right? That's what I would do.
Oh yeah, that's totally what I would do. I would get that zombie away from him, pile on 8 Dwarves, and just let the death roller just destroy him.
Oh. Damn. So this is, you guys, we are watching the season And for
But
Choppa's axe.
Yeah, this is the end for the dwarves, which, in my opinion, thank God. They were a terror in the night for everyone.
But now we're all disappointed because we have to wait like 2.5 weeks.
Oh, and he lightnings the death roller. Does not break its armor, though, so that son of a gun is probably about to get up and foul the hell out of the tickler.
Well, yeah.
Oh, please, Magic Potato. Please have the sense to foul the tickler.
He may go for food truck here. I don't know who you. I mean, the tickler's got the lower armor, so. Man,
I would go for the tickler. He's worth more, lower armor. Yep, he's going for tickler.
Thank you.
All he needs is I would just throw an easy blitz against who is this?
Yeah, Davian the Weak.
Yeah, just get a small surround just like that. Send the Troll Slayer on a nice blitz expedition.
Yeah, Mighty Blows, Troll Slayer too.
Okay, just don't roll double attacker down. All right, a push. That's not great, but it's acceptable. Come on. Okay, great. And that doesn't matter. All right, and now he's got now all he has left to do is foul. None of the other dwarves can move. I don't know why he's bothering standing them up.
Maybe he's going for one dice?
Nah, there's no way.
No.
I wish I could type in chat. I want him to foul so bad. I'm going to be so pissed if he doesn't foul. He didn't foul!
Oh,
what the fuck?
He set it all up and then didn't do it.
Oh, that... Oh. What the hell? He could have easily just killed the tickler. And he might have even regened. Oh, what a wimp. Magic Potato, you are a wimp. He's letting Turin have that.
Oh man.
Oh man, what a
hashtag Turin paid. Hashtag Turin paid.
What I don't know what Turin threatened him with or promised him. Obviously, we're not in the chat with him, but whatever, Turin must have done something really conniving.
It's because Turin's going to Poland and Magic Potato is from Poland, so maybe he's tossing him a bone. But that is the thing. Now we do have to wait for the for like 2.5 weeks before the next.
Yeah, and you might talk to Turin about that. I don't know. He sometimes streams from Poland. I have no idea what his plans are.
He said, well, because remember before when he was out there for a few months, he actually bought a computer out there.
And Turin did level up one of his beastmen. Mountain Dew Addict.
Mountain Dew Addict.
It's now level 4.
I cannot believe that happened.
So the dwarves are done. It's over.
I mean, I guess that's not the upset. I mean, that's what typically was supposed to happen. I didn't expect it.
Well, it seemed like such a scary. I mean, that's such a scary team, and he just became such a terror at the end of the league.
Right.
Yeah, Rolana. I don't know what happened there. Magic Potato fouled happily in the first half, so I'm not sure why he decided not to in the second half. There was no reason for him not to foul with the Death Roller.
Well, okay, so some people do say that turn 16 fouling is the most cancerous thing in the game.
If by that you mean the most appropriate thing in the game.
Yeah. But in a season, that is not true. I could understand on Eternal League, you don't get any SPP, you're never going to see that team again, so there's no technical reason to do it. But in a season, you're actually, really going to help the other players, I don't know.
Well, I mean, maybe Magic wants Turn to win. That is a potential scenario.
Yeah, he's passing on the torch, right? He's like, if you beat me, I want you to win, type thing,
Yeah. Goodness gracious, what a game, though. I can't wait to see the Underworld's Finest versus the Terminators. That's going to be a hell of a game.
Whoa.
Why did he not foul? What the fuck?
Dude, I don't know. It'll remain a mystery.
And this is Gojira from Underworld's Finest, in case you're streaming.
Yeah, so how do you feel about having to fight Turin?
Oh, dude, I'm hyped. I was afraid of that door.
Are you in a car wash?
Yo, what's happening, Blackiron? What's going on?
In any event,
I have an idea of what was going on, but I don't think we can say it on stream. But no, dude, I was terrified of that dwarf team. I'm so happy turn one.
Yeah, I think everybody's pretty happy that Magic Potato has been cast down. Well, dang. Too bad for you that he didn't go for the foul. It probably would have been nice to have the tickler out of the way.
Oh, it would have been so great.
Especially the tickler's down to armor value 8. There was plenty of assists. That was probably like a
that would've been
92% foul, to be honest. Like,
Oh, yeah. That would have been an easy high injury roll. Easy.
yeah. And especially with the death roller having dirty player.
Yep, it would have had +1. Yeah.
Yeah, that is...
Man, I mean, I might not have fouled, but after the lightning bolt, I would have totally fouled.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's like Turin lightning him on purpose. Like, why wouldn't you?
I mean, you can straight up die from lightning bolts, dude.
Right.
So it's like,
Not to
Not that it
mention.
matters with the dwarves.
they're
I
Right,
think
but
we have the
yeah.
ability to move our guys into a normal league, but functionally
Right.
we're retired.
Right. I mean, yeah, I made it so that we can all move our teams once they're retired over into the standard league. Just in case the viewers want to play with us, or it's like just in case we want to play each other. I wouldn't mind getting another go at some of these teams I've played before.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna ask Turin here about his plans. Just curious.
All right. So that puts Turinator to update my super ghetto graphic here. It's funny because I took the time to make it in Photoshop, and then I used like just standard, like the worst text possible. Like I could have easily chosen any font, could have just chosen like it would have literally just any type mask tool known to man. But no, I chose Times New Roman 14 point. That's what I was doing.
What are you even talking about?
My little
His
graphic.
little graphic
I see.
For the playoffs.
You
Like,
mean the super teeny tiny text?
Yeah, and I did it. I did it with like 12 layers in Photoshop, so it's not like I like half-assed it or anything. Like I just for some reason chose the worst possible aesthetic I could have ever chosen. So are you trying to play? I know it's 10:30. That'll put us. I mean, I don't know what time it is for you actually. We can play tomorrow. The stream will be probably more fun for viewers and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, let's go ahead and call it night.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
And,
thanks for watching. That game was not a short game by any means. If you guys enjoyed yourselves, please consider hitting that like button. It helps me out a lot and helps get this stream out to those who might be interested in watching it. In any event, thanks today for all the new subscribers. I hope you all had a great time. I hope the commentary was interesting, if nothing else. We will be back tomorrow, where me and Blackiron will actually face off for realsies, which means I need to change the name of the stream now that I think about it, because it has nothing to do with me and Blackiron.
Yeah, just turn off. I mean, you don't have it on auto upload, right? You have it go unlisted.
Here's the thing, chat. It would probably be better to do it tomorrow. That way we can have more people watching, because it would be at a reasonable time of day. Plus, I wouldn't be as tired.
Yeah, that's where I'm at now,
is doing something suspicious. And
Yeah,
I don't know about you, Blackiron, but however Turin managed to threaten the non-death roller foul, just took the wind out of my sails.
Right. I'm
just gonna blame it on Turin.
I got disappointed there. Really, that's what happened.
Honestly,
So after I get home from work, I get higher and higher until I go to sleep. And so like around now, I'm like way past being able to play correctly and more into like.
Chat, how about this? Blackiron, see if you agree to this. I will flip a coin or roll a dice.
that gave you an incentive to play. You're like, wait a second.
I know, he's like, oh, he's vulnerable.
He might not be this vulnerable. Wait.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll a die because my brain is telling me that I should go to bed, but my heart is telling me that there's 70 people in here and we should keep going.
Oh yeah. Well, there is a lot of people.
I'll keep you guys awake.
Here, I'm gonna get out my special. Nagash dice.
I'll just come in and clap occasionally. See if anyone wakes up.
Oh no, once this game gets going, we'll be on it, man. That's for sure. I guess I've just been sitting and watching someone else play for quite a while. Let's put me...
Alright, it's your call, Blackiron. 1 through 3. 1 through 3 we play, 4 through 6 we don't. Or wait, no, you call it. Which one is 1 through 3?
I'll say 1, 2, 3 is we don't.
Okay, so if I get a 4+, we play. And I'm rolling this legitimately. You can't guilt trip me with money. Well, at least not with that much money.
I'm in. Let's do it.
All right, let's do this. I got a 3.
Hey, that was we done. Sorry, chat. Sorry, chat. That's anticlimactic.
That is quite saddening.
Hey, but just think about how great it'll be tomorrow. Like the anticipation will build. I mean, this is the last game of the first round of the playoffs. We don't want to play it half-assed at 11 p.m. You know?
Oh my god, I'm getting booed.
Yeah,
Fuck
you're-
you.
Oh, now,
No,
now
wait,
you're being booed, huh?
Just
I might
just you
join
use
in
the
on
re
booing, just
use
spam
the
some
reroll.
Use the reroll.
$5 reroll from turn.
Oh, no.
All right, fine. I got a 6.
You want to play? I mean,
do
we can
it.
play for sure. Let's play.
Let's just fucking.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna turn on my recording now too. Then I gotta. Sec.
Oh god, even Rolana's guilt tripping me. If Rolana's guilt tripping me, I have to do it.
All right. Well, give me 5 minutes to go take a piss and.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go take a. I'm gonna take a pill, and then I'm gonna get some Dr. Pepper to stay awake.
Take some Adderall.
Just
Fucking-
inject some caffeine.
Addy. All right.
I'm gonna. Oh, fucking chat. Pieces of shit. You're all pieces of shit. You're all dead to me.
Yeah.
I guess I'll turn on some music while I go do something real quick. Let's see, what's some music I can play that won't get me in legal trouble?
BRB.
Let's do... I don't think Take On Me is royalty free. For the record. Here, you can't go wrong with Von Ziegler. Let's get into which one of these looks interesting. If you could subscribe again, you would. Certainly one of these songs has to be fun. What about Invictus? That sounds like a super song. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna go get some stuff. I'll be right back. Y'all just enjoy the beats.
So I got myself a.
Yo,
I got myself a lime burrito. I'm ready to go.
lime burrito.
Yeah. From our sponsor, Burrito, Mexico's finest cola. If you don't know Burritos, Jarritos. If you don't know Jarritos, then you are ho.
That's their catchphrase.
Exactly. That's their official catchline. Tagline.
That's just all over here.
Alright, so we've got the graphic updated. Oh man, so it is you against turn. How do you feel about that, bud?
Dude, I'm happy it's not potato, but at the same time, Nurgles have given me trouble before. Not especially excited.
Oh man. So I've got 1490 to Sotek's 1440. Actually, I'm gonna turn on my recording right now, might as well. Alright. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another one of Blackiron's Blood Bowl battles. We've got the first round of the playoffs here. I'm coming in at number 8 against Sotek's, the red. Sotek! That motherfucker Sotek, he go. No, so we are going for the first round of the playoffs, and it is the last game in the first round. So we have Gojira Gaming here, who has progressed with Underworld's finest. He beat out Paladin Nafi, and so Fearsome Pharaohs went down. We just watched Turn and Magic Potato. They played,
and the Turinators actually managed to hold on to the ball with a few little misclicks and a few bad dice for Magic Potato. So the Turinators pulled out, and so that is who Gojira will be playing against. And yeah, you're ready, I bet, huh, man? Yeah. Right, and then on my side, we had Licking Hand with his Amazon, Disney's discarded. They were the losers against Valmir's. What is his team's name? I always forget. Nodder Princes. That's it. Nodder Princes. Yeah. Right. So the Nodder Princes, they're coming at whoever is the winner of this has to play those Skaven, and they're a nasty team, man.
Just a note about the Skaven, man. They came from the bottom all the way to the top.
Right. I mean, they did so badly in the beginning, and to pull it up so high. I mean, they're one of the most terrifying teams in the playoffs now. I mean, they have the right to be there. It's unlike me, who's like scraping in by the skin of my teeth, you know. I was like,
they did have some pretty un-orcish like armor rolls in this league.
Right. I have just been playing like I have, pillows on my hands this whole time.
Yeah. Just the squishiest of orcs I've ever seen.
Right. It's been intense though. So
I think it's just the saddest because they died to halflings. That was the worst part.
Right.
Part of the whole thing.
Right. I died to I lost my level 2 blitzer to halflings. I got beaten 3-0, I think, by the goblins.
Yeah,
Alagast's ogres, I think I was his only win. So
Apple's kissing have been all
yeah, man, those riots and different stuff. So they've been intense. So I mean, I don't know if anyone's still. I guess I'm recording this. So just so you guys know that this whole boring beginning part, I'll put something in the comments when the actual battle starts. But if you like to hear it, oh, there we go. There's Sotek. So let's get it started.
I want to wear my headphones for this match, so I'm going to mute myself in Discord.
All right, buddy. Well, I will talk to you after the match. Have fun.
Good luck, broski.
Good luck, buddy.
Good luck
Hey,
to you all.
let's get in there.
All right. So I'm just going to talk to you, chat, because I don't want to wear my headphones. All right. Let's get this shit over with. Oh, I have petty cash. Let's get a Bloodwiser, babe. And his team must be fucking expensive if I have petty cash. Thank you once again for all the subscribers tonight. Be sure to hit that like button for staying up till fucking stupid o'clock playing some fucking game. This stream's gonna be long as fuck. Tell them the story of Pone's Gobos versus your Amazons. Oh, yeah. Me and Pone played a match probably a few days ago, and oh my gosh, my Amazons got fucked so hard. They just all died. They just all failed their armor rolls and died. And I pray to God that's not gonna happen tonight. Last time I fought Blackiron, it ended in a tie. The luck was not with me that day. Hopefully, today's not a repeat of that. I mean, we can't tie, but I'm hoping I come out in one piece. Alright. So, he's got a lot of blockers on this team. I don't think he has any loners, neither do I. No, he's got 2 tacklers. Those are a priority target. He's got extra players even. He's got a blocking troll. Wish I had a blocking troll. And he's got a goblin for some reason. Any tips for playing Chaos on Legendary in Total War Warhammer 2? If you mean for Mortal Empires, I assume you mean Mortal Empires campaign, then yeah, my advice is to go really, really slowly. and burn out all of Norska before you even think of going south. Like, wipe out Norska except for, like, 2 tribes, and unite those 2 tribes under you. Like, the Varg and the Scaling. Make sure they are, vassalized, and then kill everyone else. Hello, John Tang. Haven't seen you in a while. Alright. Let's do some setup. So... Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm receiving. Okay. So, we want blocking Saurus, preferably on the front line. I'm receiving, so I don't mind being a little more aggressive with my Saurus. I'm surprised he elected for me to receive. That's interesting. Alright, where are these tacklers? Let's do this. That's a little better. They're both on the left side, so we want to go on the right side. So we're going to put tic-tac-toe here. What did I give him? Oh, yeah, sure feet. That's right. You're going to go here. You're going to go over here. And you're going to go back here. We want to stay... Actually, I don't... Yeah, we just want to stay far away from these 2 guys. Alright, that seems like a fine setup to me. Let's get this party started. I may make stupid decisions because I'm tired. So if I lose this game, I'm going to blame you guys. Alright, so he gets a free turn because he gets a blitz. So far, Nuffle is not with us. Hopefully that changes soon. It's not going to be the easiest blitz for him. He does have a strength 4 runner in here somewhere. Oh, he's... Okay, so the strength 4 thrower is off the pitch. Start. That's wise. The good news is he only will get a single blitz. The bad news is he gets to line all of his guys up on the front, and I'm going to lose at least 1 person, more than likely. Alright, here comes the Mighty Blow Black Orc, and he gets a double defender down. Hopefully we don't get injured here. Okay. Could have been worse. The real question is what he does from here. You have to be careful with blitzes, because something a lot of people do with a blitz is they're like, oh, I have free movement, so they start moving like crazy, and then they accidentally fuck up their defense, because they like pile in on the front line, and it makes it really easy to run through them. And our goal here is to play as nasty as humanly possible, and just burst through his line. I don't have any extra players, so I do have to play smart, because I think one of my players is hurt right now. Alright, he does get a tackler through our defenses. It's been annoying, but we'll deal. And that's the downside of the blitz, is it usually lets one guy get in the back line. I should be able to tie him down with skinks, but it's still going to be frustrating. Alright. The ball has landed, so first things first, we're going to stand up this Saurus. I'm going to move this Saurus. We're going to move you here. You are going to come back. I kind of want to blitz this guy, just kind of right off the bat. Because we're going to go around the left for sure. So let's go ahead and take this guy down. Won't require a going for it or anything weird. All we got is a push, so we will push. Alright, next thing, we need to get the ball and set up a guard. So I'm going to grab the ball here. I'm going to move up to here. So in light of that, we're going to set up our Saurus defensively to prepare for that. Let's put our sidestepping dude here. I'm gonna put this dude over here. And then we're gonna put this dude over... Let's put him here to make it harder to run past me. And then this gank is going to try and grab the ball and run it in over here. He fails to pick up the ball, so we will go ahead and use our first reroll. This is the hardest part with Lizardmen, is just picking up the fucking ball. Alright, and he fails to pick up the ball again. 2 up. So that's our first turnover. We have an efficient guard set up, so I'm not crazy worried. flying dwarf constructs? What the fuck? Talking Age of Sigmar at me? So that's a rough start. Would have been really nice to get into this tackle box. But we'll see what happens. Because basically, since I didn't get pals here, he's going to be able to just pound me back. Luckily, my Croc score does not have stand firm. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing in this scenario. But he's going to get pushed somewhere. Alright, pushed him back here. Interesting choice. Yeah, he definitely wants to get this source out of the way, but thank God we put this skink here. He'll need at least 2 more guys to get a 2-die on this guy. Either that or blitz with the Black Orc, but if we get rid of his blitz, I will not be sad. Blitzes are dangerous. Oh, good on Caradron Overlords. I have yet to play with or against them. I haven't seen them. I know they're really popular, I just haven't seen them. None of my friends play them. Alright, he gets a defender down. And... okay, he's okay. He's stunned, which is unfortunate, but... it does open up a little bit of a hole. Hopefully we can recover from it quickly. We'll see what Blackiron does here. Blackiron is a pretty decent player. His issue has always been that his luck has been really bad. So far, my luck's really bad. Either that or I'm tired and I'm missing plays that I'm just not realizing. That's possible too. I'm pretty competitive when it comes to this game. Like, I try really hard. So, if things go really bad, I'm going to be sad. But we'll see what happens. Alright. He moved an extra guy in here, but that's not going to give him a +1 because of the skink. And he can't move another guy on this Saurus without activating Nakai's guard. Ah, man, another double down. That is so rough. Hopefully we have that luck too. We did not get... getting that push on him with the blitz was unfortunate. We didn't really get really good dice rolls last turn. Yeah, I play Seraphon all day, every day. He might swing with this guy. I don't know if he wants to take the 1 die. He could send over this fellow over out here to try and reinforce. Yeah, I presume he's going to want to try and get into the box. That would probably be the wisest thing. He is not going to have the easiest time holding a defense, though. Alright, he goes for a dodge here. I'd be surprised if he rerolls it. Yeah, okay. Alright. So that opens up a little bit of room. So first thing we're going to do is stand up. Next thing we're going to do is we got to get that ball. This guy is potentially a problem. I don't want to go this way. Going up the left is going to be really difficult. It might be better to go up through the center. But to do that, I need to take out a lot of guys. This is not going to be easy. We could move up the box, but like I said, this is going to be rough. So we need to get the ball, and I have to fall into this box for now. But we can go ahead and move up the box. Yeah. I just have to be really... maybe we won't move it up just yet. So let's see if we can get it. If we fail again, gotta use a reroll. Come on, man. Give me... okay, we got the ball. We had to use 3 dice rolls to get it, but we did get it. Next, we need to roll order and priorities. Let's try and get rid of this Black Orc with that block, but I'm going to try and just get him away from me. Free up some space. Try and take down this guy. More pushes, not great. So far, Dice Gods are not terribly interested in helping us out here, it seems. What do I want to do for a blitz? Do I have any Saurus that are not crap? No. Alright, we're going to try blitzing this guy just to get him out of the way. Okay, and we do get a defender down. Or stumble, rather. I'm going to go ahead and hit him. And I'm going to move back, and I think we're going to wait and see what the Orcs do. I could run
I could run a skink up here and swing Nakai at the troll. But I almost think it would be better just to leave them dueling each other. The God of Luck and Gambling and Warhammer? Yeah, traditionally it's Ranald, but Blood Bowl has its own god of its own specific type of luck named Nuffle. I think for right now, I'm just going to move this skink. Let's move him right there. We want to stay away from the tackling orcs. So far, so bad. I've had to use 2 of my rerolls on really stupid shit, which is really unfortunate. So I only have 1 reroll, essentially, for the rest of the half. I've got to get a point in, but orcs are hard to get around. Because the way you have to beat orcs is you have to get through the black orc line, and then you have to outrun the black orcs, essentially, and push through to the... to like the blitzers, but the blitzers are the real meat of the orc team, and they're what makes it really hard on skinks because they're fast, they come with block, and they've got high enough armor and strength that it's not easy to get rid of them. I mean, the good news is with skinks is that all I need is a tiny opening, and I'm good to go, and I can outrun this guy really easy. These 2 are the problem. Alright, so he's going to get into my box with a blitz. It's almost at the point that I can run right through him, but it's not quite there yet. I need both of these guys committed to a fight. I'm going to use my WAS key. Okay, so... Man, he's rolling nothing but POWs, which is not great. The less armor rolls I have to make, the better. Okay, so he's coming in with this guy, which is good for me. Potentially. Because hopefully he doesn't get defender down. God damn. He gets a 1-die POW, just what he needs. So, make your sacrifices to Nuffle, kiddos, because he is not on our side yet. Alright, he's just probably going to run this guy in. No? Okay, so he's running him back. That's a smart move. Most people would just run in, and that's when you start making mistakes. My goal on this guy is just to stick a bunch of skinks on him, and then run Skymaster past him. So the question is, does he know how far to run? I wouldn't swing with the troll. It's such an unnecessary risk. Alright. So we're going to stand this guy up and continue blocking these clowns. We're going to stand this guy up to get rid of their defenses. And we have to counter... blitz with this guy so that I can free up space for my skinks. We get a push. That's not great, but it's acceptable. We will follow him. Now here's the tricky part. We can lock down this guy. So that's probably what we're going to have to do. So we're going to move... He doesn't have anyone with Frenzy on his team, so I can get close to the edge, and it's not the end of the world. So we're going to move these 2 guys here. And we're going to move him up here. And keep all these fools locked down. We might slip this skink out to go help. That could be really useful. This could be really useful. See, if I hit this guy, I could potentially take out a tackler. But I also knock him closer to getting away. If I hit this guy, I can free up the skink a little better. Well, no, he's actually already pretty freed up. So let's actually move the skink first. Let's move him. Okay, nope, he doesn't make it. We failed another rerollable 3-up. Alright, but I'm glad we did it in that order. This guy is not a huge threat to our current positioning. The biggest threat to our current positioning is the tacklers, which one's right here, one's right here. They're both pretty well blocked in. And we've got a nice gridlock with Thesaurus. He's going to go for the block, that's fine. Teto Echo is KO'd, that's fine. That's what that happens with skinks. Oh, shoot. You'll have to go for a double going for it. I moved too close to him. Shoot, how did I not think of that?
Now I can tell I'm tired, because I should not have done that. There is no reason in hell I should have moved right here. I am not thinking clearly. He moved, but he didn't blitz, so that's nice. But he can free up one of his other guys. I think he meant to blitz. I don't know, we'll see. That was retarded on my point. I should have been one space back, and I would have been perfectly fine. Sorry, Chad. I'm so wrapped up in this and talking. If there's any questions, feel free to ask, and just use at Loremaster of Sotek so it gets my attention. All right, so he gets another defender down, which is very frustrating. Which is going to free up the ability to knock over this guy, which is going to free up the ability to knock over this guy. Yeah, this could be a really bad chain of events. He gets a push there. That's better, because this guy can't get away from me, even with a push. And he's already committed to the push, so I don't have to worry about him re-rolling it. But of course he's going to swing with that guy, who also gets a push, but that is going to free him up to get past me. But he has to go through this skink. He has to go through Oxyoto. He can't afford to run all the way around, because he won't... oh yeah, I guess he could do that. I mean, that's he would need he'd need a 5-up to make it. Yeah, he's going to go for the easy skink. Alright, so he's going for the easy skink, who is going to get knocked out. I'm not sure which of these rolls he's going to go with. He goes for the block. He goes down. Ow. He does not have tackle. This is a interesting situation. I'm probably just going to have to go for it. Which should be doable. Like, it's not impossible with skinks. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. I didn't even get to move this stupid Saurus. I should have moved him first. Oh, I have break tackle. Oh, no, I don't. I only have guard. I'm thinking of my other Croxagore. I have a Croxagore on a different team that would be good in this scenario. Alright, so this is tricky. But I don't have enough extra skinks to do what I need to do. So if I had not fucked up with this skink, I could have moved him in a way that would let me hit both of these guys away from me. But now, so we're going to stand up this guy. We're going to move in this guy, just in case something goes wrong. We're going to stand you up. I'm going to move you here. I'm going to move you here. Alright, chat. So this is kind of a make it or break it moment. I have to pass 1, 2, 3 dodge rolls without messing up. So that's 3 3-ups with 2 rerolls, I think? No, only 1 reroll. So I'm just going to hope for the best. And he doesn't make it. Oh, because he used his dodge. I mean, we'll use it. I need to get that touchdown. Okay, he made it. He has sure feet, so we're going to go ahead and just kind of go for it. We need that touchdown. Alright, good. We got our first touchdown. Whew, thank God. Alright, so that took all of our luck, but we pulled it off. But we couldn't afford to give him time to run us down. And my skink is still down, despite the fact he only needed a 3-up to get up. Alright, setting up in defense, we want to set up a pretty solid defense. We're probably going to put our more experienced blocking source. We need blocking source on the front line. To meet with those guys, and then we'll put these guys over here in the back. I'll make the back 2 guys blockers. That way they can fall back easier if something goes wrong. We actually need to move them into a slightly different formation to make it harder for these guys to slip in and get to the skinks. Oh, wait, no. I want you here. You know what? Having them evenly spaced probably is not a bad idea. And then the skinks, we want way in the back. We do not want to give him an easy hit against the skinks, especially since we only have 3 of them. So he has a movement of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at max. So yeah, I think we'll hold here because I don't think he's gonna be crazy enough to put anyone just on the front line. This put our tackle zones overlapping. And I want you in the middle. Alright. Now I have to hold him off for... I have to hold him off for 5 turns, and he has all of his rerolls still. What's the foot icon? Foot is tackle. Tackle negates dodge. It's really important against teams like Skaven, who, if I win this game, I have to fight, because it negates their dodge ability. Even if I win this game, I have to fight Volner, which is going to be a horribly stressful game. Volner is a pretty good player, and he's only gotten more and more dangerous as the season has dragged on. I started off really strong and have gotten kind of more middle of the line. Also, unfortunately, we received the ball this half, so we have to hold off Blackiron for like the rest of the game, essentially. I mean, I'm going to try and get the ball away from him, but Orcs are such a hard team for Lizardmen. They have so many blockers. Their strength 4 guys aren't that big of a deal, the Black Orcs. Like, they're the least concerning part. It's the blitzers that are the nightmare. Alright, we're going to punt the ball. Away it goes. Both teams get an extra reroll. That's really good for me. That basically means he gets a reroll every turn if he needs it. I just have 1, which hopefully will come in handy in a crucial moment. Do neither of us have... Oh, no, I have +1 fame. That's weird. Oh, no, there it is, the +1. Yeah, he rolled a 2, I rolled a 1, but I get +1. Okay. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Alright, the troll is about to slap one of my guys. Not injured, so I'll take what I can get. Oh, that's nice. He's going to have to use a reroll. That's the first reroll he's had to use this game. Now my poor Croc score is about to get hit. And of course, man, he keeps getting those very consistently. So my center line is gone. Which, whenever you play Lizardmen, you kind of have two goals. Whenever you fight Lizardmen, first goal is obviously to get the ball. Second goal, which some people is the first goal, is to try and kill the skinks. If you can get the skinks off the field, the Lizardmen player's ability to control the ball basically goes to 0. Oh, he picks up the ball with a single attempt. I have to waste 2 fucking rerolls on it. Ugh. Yeah, Bloodbowl is super goofy. It's not lore accurate to Warhammer Fantasy very much. You have to remember, Bloodbowl is an alternate reality where they decided to settle wars and conflicts via Bloodbowl instead of the traditional version of fighting. This is what replaced Warhammer Fantasy battles in this universe. Well, that's nice. At least he didn't get an insta-awesome. Alright. This is not going to be easy. I'm going to have to pull off some serious junk. That thrower is such a pain to do strength 4. Alright. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Now let's look for the lowest armor target, which is nobody. The thrower, if I can get to him. That's the tricky part. We're gonna, I think we're just gonna try and bash our way through the left flank while holding up a defense on the right flank. So let's not send you. Let's send you to do this. Man, I'm not getting any POWs. Let's stay. We want to keep things fairly defensive. We want to try and avoid a drawn-out bash fest, because right now he's rolling much better than me at bashing. Like, I can't even do anything this turn. We're gonna keep the skinks in defense until they're really needed. But I'm not getting the dice rolls I need to be able to essentially counter him. So we're gonna kind of fall back a bit. Because obviously our goal here is to defend, not to score. And I don't have the ability to trade with him right now because I'm rolling like shit. He's stealing all of my defender dice. And the problem with Lizardmen, compared to most teams, like, a lot of people think Lizardmen are amazing, which they are. They have a lot of strengths. But their ultimate weakness is this, when they get caught out in a bash fest. Because Lizardmen are grossly outnumbered in a bash fest because the skinks can't bash. You can't use skinks in a bash fest against a high-level team because the high-level team has blockers and tacklers. No, he does have Mighty Blow. So the icons above their heads are only showing skills that they've gained through leveling up. This is not all of their skills. It's only the skills they've added to them. So, like, the troll does have Mighty Blow, but it doesn't show up above his head because he started with it. Uh-oh. Why is the stream offline? Alright, and we're back. Knowing my luck, that's going to make it so that the streams are going to be totally separate videos, which is going to be super annoying. And look, he gets another defender down. Ugh, should have just gone to bed. Yeah, the troll does have Mighty Blow. All big guys have Mighty Blow. Except for somebody. There's somebody that doesn't. I'm struggling to remember who it is. Alright, he's going for a foul. And Nakai is dead. Oh boy. So we're going to try and use our apothecary and hope for the best. Alright, we got no casualty. Woo! And Filthy Phil is sent off. Right, the Yeti. Alright, so Nakai's okay. Took a beating, but he's okay. And Filthy Phil is out of our life. So that's a blocker I don't have to worry about anymore. That could have been bad. That was rude. Yeah, Apothecary did work for once. Oh, my turn. Alright. We've got to start taking the pain train to these orcs. Alright, hopefully we get a knockdown here. There we go. So we're going to POW this guy out of the way. And then we're going to move this guy in here. Now's the time we start using skinks. So this skink... Ooh, we don't want to put him on a tackler. That's just going to go bad. We're going to put this skink here to make this Black Orc's life harder. We're going to put this skink... I don't know what I'm going to do with him yet. I think we'll put him... I guess we can keep these two guys in reserve. Because I can't quite... I could get this guy here, but that's a tackler, so that's going to go really badly. Well, he's a tackler and he has block. Block I'm willing to risk, but not tackle. This guy has Mighty Blow, so we want to stay away from him. So let's jump on this Black Orc with you to help the strength factor, and then you I'm going to keep in reserve to deal with anyone that maybe breaks free from this. But we are down 2 players now. And he's only down 1, and my big guy is one of them. How does the mixed elf team do, and what kind of build do you suggest? The mixed elf team is really hard to play. They're good because they have high agility, but they do not have a lot of skills, I think. Or no, I think they all start with dodge, if I remember right. My memory's kind of hazy. Okay, we've lost another player. We just have to survive 3 more turns. That's our goal at this point. This is all about survival now. And it's not going to be easy. Alright, he's going to get a double POW here. Now, thankfully that's not what he got. He got a double dice, but not a double POW. Alright, he can't get rid of this Saurus unless he swings with the thrower, so that's nice, because he used his blitz. We just have to delay him. That's our only purpose in life at this point. They don't start with dodge? Oh, okay, excuse me then. I'm talking out of my butt. Oh, he rolled a block, but he doesn't have block, so that skink is safe for the moment. Alright, he might try and dodge out here. I mean, he's got a agility of something. Ah, damn. He got a defender stumble, so he's going to be able to knock me back, which is super annoying. The good news is, now that the skinks are becoming involved, I'm starting to get a, the thing about throwing in skinks is they allow you the ability to start overwhelming people via strength, but they make it very hard, especially when this happens. He gets exactly what he needs. We're going to run away. Hopefully he doesn't get too badly injured. No, he's okay. He's going to go for a dodge here. This guy's probably going to be the hopeful scorer because the thrower probably is not going to be able to make it as long as I stay on him box-wise. Alright, so we have to pursue this dude whose movement's 6, so I'm not going to be able to get him in that traditional sense. But we have to pursue him. We don't have a choice there. So we're going to go after him. I do have a reroll, but I don't want to use it unless it's absolutely necessary. This skink, we're going to move here so I can overwhelm this black orc. And also have that skink there as a potential catcher. We're going to stand up this Saurus and move into this little area so he has to swing at me. Alright, this, we're going to punch this orc, hopefully get something decent. Thank you, God. We're going to knock him back, and we are going to follow him. Alright, there's a number of things we can do here. I can get a 1-die, I could bring this skink over for reinforcement, but he's not going to be able to do anything. We do want to try and get this skink out of here. One thing that we definitely need to do is we want to help lock this guy in. He does have Mighty Blow, which makes him very scary. But the only way he can hurt my skink is with a POW. And I've got to block him. So we're going to move this skink here to help hold him down. We're not going to swing with this skink. This Saurus... Have I... No, I have not done this yet. So let's go ahead and blitz. And swing. Okay, we get the defender down, which is... Oh, I pushed him in the wrong spot. Oh, well. Stay here. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And hopefully not fall flat on my face. Okay, good. And then this fellow... Gosh, do we go for it? If I get anything but the defenders, then we're in trouble. But if I get above the defenders, then we've actually got them in a really nasty position. I'll take a push. Alright, and we're going to push him up, I guess. Ooh, do I follow him? Because if I don't follow him, then he can't swing at the Saurus, which means he can't go this way. He has to go, like, up and around. Yeah, sure, let's stay. I also want to get away from this guarding Black Orc. This skink, we need to try and get away because he's just going to get beat on if he stays here. I'd rather risk the dodge. And we're going to fall him back... to there, maybe? No, let's fall him back to, like, back here. Alright, he does get out of there. And he's just gonna... We want to chill out of the Black Orc's reach. Oh, I ran out of time. Okay. Well, I'm having to think this game. Personally, by the way, Pertabo, which hello, by the way, I'm not a big fan of the Pro Elves. They don't have a big guy, and they don't have, like, a unique, cool special ability to, like, redeem the fact that they're super squishy. So they kind of just get beat on. This is a blocking Saurus, so he either has to reroll it or just leave that Saurus alone. Alright, he rerolls it. Unfortunately, he does get the defender down. But that is another reroll out of the way. And he has used his blitz, so this Saurus will stay, though he's probably going to get rid of him with swinging with this guy, because that's going to easily be 2 dice. Oh, I probably should have followed up here, because I still would have forced him to, like, do some interesting stuff. Alright, he does pass his really stupid. Oh, it is storming like a motherfucker outside. I hope my internet doesn't go out. Ah, and he gets what he needs. So this Saurus is going down, but he does have pretty limited options about where he can go. Alright, he's okay. God, all these armor breaks is so frustrating. Like, I have not hurt a single orc, and he is just beating my guys' faces in. So he needs to get within... If he's going to score natural... you know what? He could score through this guy. He could just pass the ball to him. And he fails, and he already used his reroll. Fuck yes! Alright, there's still hope. There's still hope! Alright, so we're going to stand up here. We need to get that ball. Very intelligently. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move this skink here to not only block the ball... Actually, no, that's all he's going to do is block the ball. Then I'm going to move this skink here to give me +1 against the Black Orc. Then I'm going to swing with this Saurus and pow this guy's lights out and follow him. Then this skink is going to stay right there. You are going to swing at this guy. And a push is acceptable. I will follow. And then what else can I do here? Not a lot. I think we're gonna try and grab it just to get it away from him. Come on. Yes, we get the ball. And now we run. Alright, this guy can get to me. I do have sure feet though. So I'm going to go this way. Alright. Woo! The ball is safe. And we're not going to swing with anybody else. We're just going to let him rage at us. Alright, so we did get the ball away. Unfortunately, we have to do what we just did all over again. And very unfortunately, we could very easily take some really nasty damage here. I have 2 knockouts. And I have a 3-up to recover from a knockout, so I really need to roll good on those. I don't really care if he takes out the skink, as long as he can't score, which I don't think he can. It would be difficult. Okay, this guy has sidestep, so I'm just gonna move him right here. We're just gonna be annoying. Make sure these players stay locked down, so that they can't like try and go for a Hail Mary of knocking him over. And then running this guy over, grabbing the ball and throwing it. We don't want to allow that. Okay, so he got really stupid, so we don't have to worry about the troll engaging. That's nice. He's still going to be able to get some 2 dice, but you might have to work for it at least. Uh-oh. Come on, be okay. He's KO'd. That's, once again, very scary. Man, so many injuries. Or so many armor breaks, rather. I guess not injuries, but armor breaks are still annoying. Okay, another sidestep. We're going to go this way. Man, it's a shame I don't have more time. I could easily just run this through the pitch, couldn't I? This is a nerve-wracking game. Our Lizardmen are dropping like flies. Another Volvox fan? Hilarious. Hilarious. Another down Saurus. He's got a Blitz. Here comes the Blitz. This is gonna potentially really fucking hurt. Oh. Okay. Ah, I used a reroll. Forgot he still had one. Oh, be okay. Okay. And he's got one more block here. And then I guess he could go for a foul if he wants. I'm hoping he's just going to go for a 2-die on this guy. Yep. Alright, so he's not going to foul me, so that's pleasant at least. And he's going to swing at this guy and hopefully get double attacker down. Nah, dang. Close. Alright, that's the end of the half. Alright, please let my guys get up. Get up. Oh no, we're down 2 Saurus? Fuck. Alright, so I failed a double 3-up. This is going to be rough. Alright, so... Man, I have to think. Those catch rolls. Oh, shut up. You didn't have to use any rerolls till the last moment. I'm not going to be able to do much. Yeah, the skinks with sidestep are super annoying. They make tacklers. At least I got a skink back. Fucking great. I'm down 2 critical players. Nakai stood back up, which is great, but this is going to be... You know what? I actually want the Saurus closer to him. We're going to have to kind of forego a typical strategy. Because we're down too many players. We're going to fall back 1, 2, 3, 4. And we want to set up so that it's more difficult for him to surround me. Do we have a Warhammer 2 Discord? Yeah, I would usually recommend going to Turin. I have a Discord, but I'm not there as often as I should be. I would recommend going to Turin's Discord, whose fault it is that I'm even doing this right now. I bet he's not even in chat. I should be able to make a link for it. Oh wait, no, not invite people. Oh no, it is invite people. Yeah, I wanna... There we go. Yeah, I think I have permissions to do this. There you go. Alright, so this is spooky, because now I have to hold off his team for an entire half, or I need to try and force him to score as quickly as possible. But either way, this is going to be a really uphill battle. Because I've just sustained too much damage by losing 2 Saurus. Alright, so he's going to catch the ball here, or drop it, that's fine too. It's really close to the front, which is bad, because it means he has less distance to cover. Basically, I just have to try and essentially pull back and just try and prevent him from using all of his guards. That's kind of what I have to do at this point, is just fight really defensively. I need to try and take advantage of the fact that the Black Orcs are slow as fuck. That's gonna be kind of critical to our strategy here. I might be able to outbash him, but it would take literally a perfect storm. You're welcome, John Doe. Oh man, I'm really looking forward to going to sleep regardless of how this ends. This was probably a terrible decision, because I fucking I'm gonna be all jazzed up before I try and go to bed. It's probably gonna make it hard to sleep. You're a terrible influence, chat. You know, it's actually lucky for us he went for that foul earlier, because getting another blocker off the field was really helpful. Because he had to replace him with, where is he? You can tell by their stance. This guy. This guy is the weak link in the armor. Hopefully he fails his pickup roll like I did 2 times. Now we're getting pretty lucky with our Saurus. They're only getting pushed around, which, you know, reduces the amount of armor rolls I have to make. It was a one-time limited chat reroll. Yeah, I should have just gone to bed. I live in Central Standard Time, so it's about 1:30 in the morning. Please fail. God damn it. Those early pickup rolls put me in such a bad position, because it let him get so many free bashes on me. Alright, if he can stand up, I could actually get some retaliate. No, he won't. Okay. So I'm not going to be able to retaliate. That's unfortunate. We need to get inside the box, and we need to fall back this Saurus to be a nuisance. So first things first. Actually, you know what? It might not be better to get inside the box right now. It might be better to just fall back. So let's do this. Let's punch this guy out of the way and see if I can get my Saurus, a double attacker down. Get my Saurus into a better position. So let's do this. And then how far can these Black Orcs move? Alright, so we're going to fall back to, say, here. We want to try and encourage him to score quickly. Is kind of the caveat. What's your movement? Okay, so you want to get behind the skink line. Alright, so our goal is to kind of fall back and see if I can get him to move forward. Alright, and the skinks, we're going to fall back to the absolute furthest. We want to make sure they are out of range. So could he make that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no. Yeah, we're going to kind of fall back. That way I can swarm him if he tries to get close. I'm kind of tempted to go for it on this guy. It's going to be 2 dice regardless of what I do, but that would give him an easier to do foul. And our goal is to try and just lure him toward... Because our goal is to do hit and runs. What we want is we want him to come forward, us to punch him, and then run back. We're probably going to lose Nakai. I don't really see a way to avoid it. Let's see, he got the push and the block. If he wants to foul, he'll go for the push. Yeah. Personally, it would have been better to go for the block so he could get another roll. But I think he just wants to try and take out my Croxalor, which there's nothing I can do. Woo! Big thunder. If my internet goes out, remember me as a hero. Alright, so he's going to move there. I can't save Nakai. I have to go with like guerrilla tactics on this. I need to try and find a weak point in his box. I mean, the good news is, if he groups everybody together for a hit on Nakai, that will give me the ability to attack him and have all of his guys in one spot so I can hit him really hard on whatever his weak flank is. Yeah, because he's going to want to foul with his Black Orc, which all I can hope for is that he gets thrown out of the game. Because losing that Black Orc would be a big deal. Alright, so he's going to injure with this nobody, who hopefully will just fail. Nakai is stunned. I'm okay with that. And he didn't roll any doubles, so nothing bad happens to him. But his guys are still kind of bunched up, so I can try and take advantage of this. Because the one thing I have that he doesn't is speed. So I need to just... So now that his Black Orcs are all kind of bunched up, I can start smacking the shit out of all these guys. And doing my best to break through them. He does get a Defender Stumble. It's not an armor break, thankfully. Alright, so now is when we start retaliating. So our goal is to start hitting these guys all over the place. Should be able to smash my way through here, and at least start threatening him, because, you know, remember, the goal is to get him to move. And we're going to stay, because we don't want to make it easy for him to hit us back. Oh, we finally got an armor break. It's just a stun, but I'll still take it. Alright, we're going to stand this guy up. Nakai is still down for a turn. We're going to bring this guy up and around this way to help defend. And then the skinks are going to very cleverly position themselves so that we can threaten, and that if he wants to counter-threaten, he's going to have to move further out. So we're going to move one here, and then we're going to bring this guy over here to potentially deal with Cedric here, whose range goes to about there, so we want to fall back to about here. Thanks, Dosick. Have a good day at work. And then we want to move this skink over here, because he's put all of his fast guys on the left flank. Doesn't have anyone fast on the right flank, so there's no threat here. And honestly, if he wants to keep wasting turns attacking Nakai, that doesn't hurt me much. Like, if he goes for the foul here, that's really dangerous, because if he rolls a double, it'll end the turn. And if he ends the turn, then I can easy POW on this guy, and I will take it in a heartbeat. He does need to be careful with how he engages here. Alright, so he's setting up another whatchamacallit. And hopefully Nakai will get up next turn. And if Nakai gets up in the middle of this fucking mess, Nakai's going to be a terror in the night because of his guard. Yeah, I'll be able to swoop in with my Saurus and start hitting people for 2s and 3s. Going for the foul would be such a... that would be ballsy as fuck. Alright, he's only got a 72% chance of success. We'll see if he gets it. He does get it. He's stunned, and he gets thrown out. Thank God for Thick Skull. Alright, so Nakai is down for another turn, but that's one less orc that I have to deal with. Alright, so these guys are all going to roll over. We want to punch you through him. He doesn't have block, I do. And go POW. Alright, and then this guy, I can use skinks to deal with him. Hopefully. Yep. So we're going to POW him, and we will follow up on that. Alright, this Saurus doesn't have anything super fancy for deep defense. So I'm going to run... Oh, I'm going to wait, actually. I'm going to run you to take out this guy. Yeah. And we will push you up. And do I... Yeah, I'll follow on that. Follow. And then you are going to run... That's a going for it, but it's kind of a worth going for it. Actually, let's... Okay, I want you on this flank. And I want you here. And I want you to come down. Yeah, these guys have guards, so if I can get them here, they're stuck. But I'd rather have him on the ball carrier. See, this is tricky because I want this black orc out of the way, but I'm not going to be able to do that. Let's... Because I could go here, but that's going to give him 2 dice easy. I could go here to try and force him to fall back. Okay, let's do this. Let's go here. And then you're going to go... here. Don't fall. Okay. Alright, I think that'll work. And then this skink is going to move to about... we want to move him a little closer. Oh, Imperial Watchguard, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Everyone's abandoning me because it's early or late. If you're in Europe, you're probably heading off to work. Have a good day at work, Europeans. What's the skill on the orc next to the thrower? This guy has guard and tackle. This is block. This is mighty blow, which makes it more likely for you to injure players or break their armor. And I think that's all of them. Alright, he get block. I don't know if he wants to reroll that. That's a dangerous reroll. Nope, okay. And then this guy just has +1 strength, which makes him surprisingly annoying. Alright, he does get the double defender down. which means he can fall back to the left, which is fine with me, because once more that's delaying. Oh, you know what, though? I just remembered that it's impossible for this game to end in a tie. So he has to beat me, which the only way he can beat me is he has to score twice, which is going to be super hard. Because after he scores, I get possession of the ball. And as long as all of my skinks are still in one piece, that is going to be a hard thing for him to stop. Because it also gives my guys another chance to get up. So it's like, you know, every time he does that, he's potentially putting himself at risk. He's going to have a goblin in next turn too, so my tackling Saurus will have an easy target to try and clear off more of the board. Now what's really interesting is where he's going to go. So he's going to fold back around the left flank. He's in a really scary position right now, especially if Nakai gets up. If Nakai gets up, we are in some interesting territory. Because Nakai, I'm telling you, is a terror in the nightfall. Damn it. Oh, Turin is still awake. What a surprise. What time is your flight, Turin? Is he going to go for it? Okay, he goes for it. I was really hoping he wouldn't do that, because if he left this open, I was going to be able to bounce my skinks in and take this guy down. It would have been difficult, but it was totally possible. Alright, so he's going to knock over another one of my Saurus, unfortunately. It's not an injury, but it is a stun, which has just kind of been the motif of this game. Alright, so that's going to be the end of the turn. He's getting very close to scoring, but the closer it gets to the end, the better it is for me, because at that point it just ends whenever someone scores, which will give me possession of the ball. And he's got to hurry. See, I do have dodge, but I can't use it in this scenario. So we're just going to get up and run in here to support my guys. Let's stand you up. And then the skinks are going to form a little bulwark down here that's just designed to keep this guy from scoring for now. He has to go around this flank. He doesn't have enough time to fall back again. Well, I guess he does, but it would be cutting it close. I could easily get a good amount of dice over here. If I can get over here is the problem. So what I need to do is I need to blitz this guy and then fall back all of my Saurus around the left flank, I think. Would be the best thing to do at this point. So let's get this Black Orc away from my Saurus so I can fall back. Sure, take the block. Alright, and then I'm going to run... I think I'm going to run over... as long as I stay close to interesting things. So let's actually run down here to help out there. And then that frees up this guy to come running down this flank. And then this skink, I really don't want to leave engaged here, because that guy's just going to punch him in the face. So let's fall back to right here. And just be annoying as humanly possible. Alright. So he can try and run down this chute, but it's not going to be easy. And Nakai is tying down 1, 2, 3 orcs, including the troll, which is good. Alright, we've got him in a pretty nasty position. These skinks are just super annoying. This is what they do best. They literally just get in the way and are a nightmare. Good night, Tristan. Have a good evening. All right, so he's gonna try and punch a hole here. And this is the weakest skink link because he doesn't have sidestep. But he gets a push, so the gap is going to be wide, but not wide enough for him to just run through it. He still has to work for it. All right, and he's gonna run right here, and I'm gonna have to go all in on him this turn. This is going to be very tricky. Very tricky. He needs protection on this side, but to do that, he has to knock over Nakai to get one of these dudes free. Or, alternatively, he could just prevent the Saurus from doing. Every bash he throws here is very dangerous, because that's potentially just going to free up a Saurus instead of actually hurting them. Ah, he gets the block on Nakai, which is super annoying. So he does free up these orcs to come form a very critical junction here. So this guy's going to slip right in here. Fall, damn it. Alright, so he's got all of my skinks locked down, so they have to make a dodge roll. Last thing he's going to do, is swing on this Saurus and get a POW, which is just what he needed. Knock this Saurus out of the way, close the box. There might still be a way for me to get through. He may have made a very small mistake that I can take advantage of. But if this works, it's literally the tiniest of mistakes. Alright, so this Saurus is going to stand up. This Saurus is going to stand up. I'm kind of tempted to stand up Crux. I'm tempted to move him here in the back. He does... Oh, wait, no. He doesn't have that. That's right. Okay, he boneheads. That's okay. Nobody's perfect, big guy. So, if I can get this guy out of the way, then I can hit him and potentially stop him from scoring. To do that, this skink will need to move here. And, I'm only going to be able to get a 1 die on this. Yeah, it's not possible to get higher than a 1 die. There's no point in even moving that guy. We want to move this guy. And we want to move him like this. So I have to make my dodge. Okay, and then I have to get some way of knocking him down. That's not it. We're going to use our reroll. We got a block. I also have block. Nothing happened. Oh, I did that totally wrong. I was supposed to swing with this guy. Whoops. Okay, so at this point, what we're going to do, we're just going to have to accept that he's going to score. So at this point, we just run the skinks away. That's all you can do. Get the skinks completely out of dodge. Get them off to safety. Make it so that he doesn't get free bashes. And then try and make him reconsider his position here. Yep, that's all we can do. Yeah, we just need to get the skinks just the fuck out of there. Alright, he gets a push. We're going to sidestep away to safety. Now, what's interesting is he kind of does have an option here. He could choose not to score and just try and bash me to death. But it is very dangerous because I will bring the skinks into this cluster and start trying to bash him back. It's kind of dangerous no matter what, and the game does have to end at some point. I'm not sure what would happen in that case. I guess it would just be considered bad sportsmanship, but it's a little tricky against the person organizing the league. Hopefully he would not stoop to just trying to bash until I have nobody left, and then scoring, and then trying to go for an easy win, because that would make this game last for an unholy amount of time. If he scores here, then we simply go to the tiebreaker, which would be the appropriate thing to do, so to speak. Alright, so he is going in for the score. And this is where we really hope those two Saurus get up, because I need them. I need them. We got one of them back. It's better than nothing. That's still very unfortunate wake-up rolls. But we're back on offense. We have all 4 of our skinks, and if we score, it's game over. So he has to set up a defense. He does have a couple of weak points. Most notably the Goblin. The Troll can be a weak point if he gets isolated. Because he only has a 4-up chance to succeed. But we are in the tiebreaker round now. He has 2 rerolls. I have 1 reroll. Of course, anything could happen on the kick. We could get a pitch invasion. We could get throw a rock. We could get more rerolls. It's anybody's game. It could start raining, God forbid, and I might struggle to pick up the ball again. But it's going to be really interesting to see what kind of defense he goes for. He does have one more player than me now, but it is a goblin, so it doesn't provide that much protection. We are going to try and take out that troll and the accompaniment goblin as quickly as possible, because if I can get the troll off the field, then all the threats to Nakai are gone. Like, he'll have to surround him. And so the priorities kind of right now are the tacklers, which he does have one on each flank, the troll, and that's pretty much it. Those are our priority targets. Alright, so he's given us a setup here. So we are going to move these guys in here to deal with this goblin and troll combo. This Saurus is going to fall back to about here. This one we're going to fall back to about here. Actually, I think we'll go for a bash with this one. And then the skinks, we're going to have our best skink here, who of course is going to be the one getting the ball. We're just going to kind of set them up in a diamond pattern, just kind of to be ready to launch for wherever the ball lands. And we're just going to try and fuck shit up. Yeah, and we're probably going to go around the left, probably the right flank, because the Black Orcs are on the left. And they're really slow, so it's hard for them to... Oh, great, we got an extra reroll. Fantastic. All those cheerleaders I bought paid off. Alright, so first things first, we are going to move some skinks to... we are going to move a skink, I should say, to protect the ball, just in case the worst should happen. We'll do a sidestep skink. Then we're going to try and deal with this troll, which we do, and we're going to knock him... we're going to knock him over, but not back. And then you are going to blitz this goblin and see if we can get a numbers, if we can equal out our numbers. I need... Okay, that's perfect. So we're going to use our tackle, and we're going to hit him this way, and we are not going to follow. And we don't break his armor. Armor of a goblin, I can't break it. Alright, this Saurus is going to fall back to about here. We're going to try and get a punch here. Great job. Oh, I sent him in the wrong spot, but whatever. I need to be smarter about that. This guy is going to fall back. Yeah, there seems fine. Let's fall back here. Ooh, don't want to fall too up ahead. Did I move too far? No, I didn't. Okay, let's go there. Nakai? Yeah, I guess you can be part of the box if you decide to move. Okay, great, you did. So he's going to fall back. This Saurus, we're going to fall back. We're just going to flood a flank away from his Black Orcs, try and force them to move. Alright, this skink is going to run... We need to try and tie some stuff down. We're going to sacrifice this skink to this Black Orc to try and keep him out of the fray. And then this skink, we'll leave you in reserve for the moment. You try and pick up the ball and get to the center of the thing. Please pick it up, please pick it up, please pick it up, thank God. Alright, and then this skink will follow up as well as a reserve skink, because we're probably going to need them for like +1s and stuff. Actually, we'll move them up here. Alright, so we both have 2 rerolls. It basically is just down to... no, Tamaz, there will be no more kickoffs after turn 16. It's literally going to come down to whoever scores first. But there are no more kickoffs. If I were to score, next turn, there would have been a kickoff, but there's not. So, all right, his troll does make a going for it roll, which is not the end of the world, of course. What we're hoping is going to happen is that he's going to bunch up a lot of guys in a single spot. That way I can run Nakai to it, and Nakai will be able to use his guard and his prehensile tail to just lock him down. Alright, he is going to have to use a lot of going for it. Playing skinks is very difficult because one of the nasty things about skinks is because they're movement 8, I can reposition in a snap. Like, I can just instantly be somewhere else on the field. And the Orcs' highest movement is 6, which not a lot of them have. Well, actually, a decent amount of them have. But it makes it very hard for them to keep up. So kind of what I'm hoping at this point is he has two options. He can flood over his entire army towards me to try and get the numbers he needs to overwhelm me. But if he does that, he's going to leave his left flank vulnerable. And I could very easily run my skink over here, hand the ball to another skink, like this one who's about to get his face smashed in. And, yeah, he's KO'd. So that skink's off the field. So essentially, I am going to fall probably a skink back in this direction, because this is what I want, is this tackler. So he's moving all this stuff over. And if he continues to move everything over like this, all I have to do is get a skink over here that he doesn't pay attention to for a second, pass the ball to them, game over. Alright, so I'm going to actually send Oaksiodel the Hunter, who's my best other skink, to handle this situation. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stand this guy up. Then Nakai, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would be the ideal. But 6 would also work. Please don't be boneheaded. Okay, good. So Nakai's going to move into this mess, which is going to hold down quite a few people. This Saurus, I don't really want to move him on top of the Goblin. Well, okay, let's focus on one thing at a time. So I'm going to move up. This regular skink here, and the reason I'm doing that is so I can bash this guy back and also get the Black Orc in the same move. So we get a bash, we hit him into the Black Orc, and we hit him up next to Nakai. And we will follow? No, we'll stay. So we get a good punch. Nice. Alright, so that gets everybody off the skink. We have not blitzed yet. I'm thinking we could blitz the Goblin. To try and get another easy injury. Send the Goblin this way. And I'm going to follow. And we stun him, but we don't hurt him. And then I want this Saurus on this Black Orc. And then we're going to run this skink over here to make him nervous, because he's going to see that skink and he's going to be knowing what I'm trying to do, or thinking about doing. And then this Saurus, what the fuck, what do I want to do with him? If I go this way, he could blitz with this guy, but he wouldn't be able to get around the back. So I could reinforce the front, but there's no way he can get through the front. So we're just going to kind of chill right here for now. Maybe back one space. Because the best thing for him to do at this point would be to swing a lot. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's just leave it like that. And we're going to leave the skink here for a second. Alright, the troll does get a hit. Unfortunately, he gets exactly what he needs to punch a hole in my defense. And that's another skink down. So our ability to teleport skinks is now down to 1. That doesn't quite open up a blitz for him. He needs to knock over Nakai to get a blitz. Is he going to blitz that skink? Yeah, he is going to blitz that skink, understandably. And he does get what he needs. If this skink goes down, then we're kind of in a pickle. What? Why do you re-roll? Oh, he doesn't have block. We'll sidestep this way. Alright, he is stunned, so that plan is not necessarily gone yet. It's just less likely. This is getting awfully tricky. I need to move the box, but it's proving very difficult to move. God, has it really been 8 turns? Alright, I think I see potential. Alright, there's a turnover. I need Nakai here still. So hopefully he gets up. Good. Obviously we have to get the troll off the skink. Or we could just dodge the skink out. I have a plan. We're gonna do this. We're gonna hit this guy in the face. Or just a push would even be fine. Perfect. Let's follow, I guess. And we don't want to, or no, we can stand next to him because he's down. How far can you move? You can move to right here. So, well, we can't do that. So I'm going to move up one more. Then this Saurus is going to, let's see, if I fall back here, that would give +2 on the troll, which would make it strength. Yeah, that would work. So, where can I move you? Okay, you can go right here, actually. And we can knock over the troll. Hopefully. Good. And we'll punch him down to get him out of the way. Alright, and then this dude... Oh, I didn't move him far enough. Shoot. That's a problem. Fuck. I goofed. Because now I have to move this guy here. But that puts my skink potentially at risk. Because if I put him here, then all he has to do is knock over Nakai. And that guy will be able to blitz him. Or just hit him. But we have to do it. I don't see another way. I have to just hope that this guy isn't able to get the roll he needs to do something here. Do I want to swing this guy? There's really not a point. I think I feel more comfortable keeping this guy locked down. And I can't blitz, so I can't get away from him. So yeah, we'll just end the turn. So what he needs to do is he needs to move enough guys onto this Saurus. Whoa, whoa, what's happening? Oh, there is another kickoff. Do I kick it back to him? Or do we... Oh, we flip. Oh, okay. This is totally different than I thought it was. I will receive the ball. Okay, so we're in another... Oh, God, we have another fucking 8 turns. Jesus Christ. I mean, the good news is I have all 6 of my Saurus back, which puts me in an advantageous position. I'm down a single player, which I was last time, but this time it's a Saurus and not a skink. Ugh, so we're back to this. Which is very unfortunate. Because I have not injured or knocked out a single greenskin this entire game. That's just the worst. Alright, so we're gonna do a pretty similar setup to what we did. Pretty similar strategy to what we did. We just have more Saurus to do it with. Okay, he kind of goofed this time. He put all of his tacklers on one side. So we're going to counter by doing this. Switch. Please, God, let it be like a high kick or something. Yeah, we'll put this guy back here so he's more of a defensive role. Just don't be a blitz. Please, God, don't be a blitz. That's all I want, is for it not to be a blitz. It's perfect defense. Alright, well, I didn't get a blitz. I'm not sure how much he wants to change it. That's kind of a toughie. I mean, yeah, I guess he could fold in better, but I mean, I'm still gonna have the advantage here. Now he has a tackler on both flanks. Lucky fucker. Damn it, that's annoying. That's super annoying. So he knows, so now he's able to react immediately to the fact that I'm folding in on the left flank by putting more heavy shit over there. I don't know about stacking up on the troll. That's an interesting choice, but we'll see if it pays off. Hopefully, that's something I can maybe take advantage of. Man, I'm really glad I didn't use any rerolls last turn or last phase. So basically, now I have to score while also dragging out the half. Oh, he completely got rid of the troll. Okay, that's really interesting. And I caught the ball with Teto Echo. That's not great, but I'll deal with it in a minute. Alright, so first thing, I guess we'll go around the right now? It's still going to be tricky to do. I'm going to have to free up Nakai, which hopefully should not be too difficult. Or I could commit Nakai to this little batch here. Why don't you follow? Yes! We got a Black Orc out of the way. And it's the Mighty Blow Black Orc, who's super annoying. Awesome. So he's just out of the way. Then we want to commit Nakai here to start. We want to try and get rid of the troll. Who we're going to knock up because I don't have a choice, but we're not going to follow him. Let's use our Tacklesaurus here to try and deal with this goblin. Great. Knock him away from any help. Don't injure him. Dang. Then we'll move here. And then try and hurt this Black Orc. Awesome. Don't follow. Alright, and then we've kind of got a pseudo box here. We're just gonna shoot straight up the center, I think. I've got the numbers now. So you go here. Oh dang, I should have moved them in a different order because I would have liked him to hand it off. You can go here. We don't want to be in range of this guy, so we want to fall back to this flank, and then you will go back here. Having that Black Orc out of the way helps a shitload. Alright, and the good news is the troll's still in a pretty advantageous spot, annoyingly. I should have maybe folded somewhere far away from him to just eliminate him as a possibility. But getting rid of that Black Orc was a huge help, because now me and him have the same amount of people on our team. But I have way more strength 4. He only has 3 strength 4 guys now. Well, I guess 4 if you count the the thrower, but I don't because he doesn't have any useful skills. And that was the meanest Black Orc too. Getting rid of him was a big deal. This guarding one is kind of a problem, but we'll deal with him in due time. I mean, even to hurt Nakai, yeah, he failed his really stupid. That's excellent for me. Yeah, this is a good chance for a hard push. We're going to have to just play really aggressive and just try and just punch his face in. It's going to be tricky, though, because I don't want to score too fast. Because if I score too fast, it's going to reset with him being able in control. And his team is pretty good at pushing down the pitch. Like, unless I get a lot of... what's the word I'm looking for? Unless he starts hurting my players, like knockouts and stuff, then I don't want to rush. I want to just be really slow and deliberate pushing towards his line. Because I can outbash him now. Losing that Strength 4 player makes a huge difference in who has control of the bashing right now. Now if I can just get rid of this goblin so I don't have someone slippery. See, now I'm not sure what he's doing. I feel like he's trying to go for really risky stuff. I wonder if he's tilted. I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean that just kind of in a... That's like the most dangerous thing that happens in this game. Let's push this guy over here so I can bash him without having to use Nakai. I don't want to bash the orc. If I bash the orc... No, I'd have to bash him with Nakai to get him away from the troll. So let's bash this guy. Good. And we will... Do I want to advance? No. Alright, we're going to move this guy over here. And we're going to go for a bash here. Once again, we're not going to advance. We're just going to hit and stay. Really want to swing the... We're going to move the ball around to this flank. Because we want to try and force him to keep moving. We'll move these Saurus to help defend. Skinks will cover our backs, especially from the goblin problem. We'll just do it like that. I'll just leave him here. And then I really want to swing the Kai at this thing. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Alright, great. So Nakai can go ahead and press forwards. Alright, and that's a stunned Black Orc. Ooh, we might just have to run it in. I'm tempted to foul the troll, but we're not going to because he has regen, so he's likely just to shake it off. And we'll just go ahead and end our turn. And we're just gonna probably sit in the back until maybe turn 21 or 22, depending on how things are looking. But we'll see. Overtime rules, it's sudden death. Oh, okay, so I want to score as fast as possible, Pone? Is that what it is? I assumed it was whoever wins by the end of the 24th round, not sudden death. Why would I not want to injure the goblin? I do want to injure the goblin. I don't want to foul him. Because if I foul him, there's a good chance that I'm going to have a player thrown off the pitch. That's what it says? Okay, well then we'll move forward. Yeah, draws are so rare because they don't matter unless you're in playoffs that I often forget what they are. Ooh, he gets a double pow. That could be really bad. If I lose Nakai, that's going to put me in a bad spot. Okay, Nakai's okay. He took a nasty punch to the face, but he's okay. He's not going to be able to dodge to a better position, though, is the only downside. Good news is, though, when he stands up, we should be able to keep these two locked down. And the troll's probably not going anywhere quick. So I should be able to just continue slowly pushing forwards. I mean, we'll probably go for a fast score. I mean, with him being out that Black Orc, he's in a pretty nasty position. I just have to get my skink past these blitzers. That's the only thing I gotta do still. I could run him around the other way, but that goblin's like, fuck dodging. Alright, he's stunned, so he's out for a bit. And that does let Nakai potentially move. I could move him here. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, no, I still could move him to here, which would be way better positioning wise. So I can move this Saurus here and tell Nakai to get up and move here and here. There's no one in a bad enough position. Okay, let's move everyone else first. We are going to continue our aggression against this Black Orc. I don't really want to do that. I want to blitz these guys to try and get rid of them. So I'm going to run forward and punch this guy in the jaw. Let's knock him back this way. Let's not follow. And we're going to move this Saurus here. Because he'd have to get here in order to surf him. As long as the box is in a competent shape, he's not going to be able to surf him. Because he'd have to use a dodge, which would be kind of suicidal at this point. Alright, now let's try and move Nakai here. Does he get his dodge? Nope. 2 up. Oh, wait. I keep forgetting this one doesn't have break tackle. And he's stunned because I'm retarded. Oh, I'm too tired for this. Oh, my brain is short-circuiting. I just want this to end. Like, I need him to make a mistake big enough that he has to use his last reroll, because that's going to put me in a good position. God damn it. That just offered him... I mean, it's not going to cost me the ball, I don't think, but it is going to cost me this center pitch. Penalty kick. I don't even think there is a penalty kick system in this game. He failed his really stupid. That's nice. So at least his troll isn't going to be able to take advantage of what just happened. Alright, so... God damn it. There's just a few too many orcs between me and the end. He needs a... Yeah, he needs a whole nother... See, this is good. When he commits like 3 guys to 1 guy, that is a potential spot for me to... lock down multiple orcs. He only got a 1 die? That doesn't seem right. Oh, because here. Alright, he pushed me back. And then... can't really move in that well. And the thing is, lining up along the sideline like this is good for skinks, because you can make it so that they... It's hard to get through them. And it really is going to matter where he puts this thrower. Because I'm going to be able to just push through if he puts the thrower in a bad position. Alright. Alright, so Nakai is down for a bit. We need to start here. Good. Smack this guy around. Okay, and then I need you to go away. Good. We're not going to follow up because that leads us to Troll Country. Then I need you to take out this guy. Good. Alright, and then you are going to blitz this guy. Good. And we'll use him to knock him here, and you are not going to follow. Good hit. And then you are going to... I don't think I can set up a 4-man squad. I can set up a 3-man squad. So let's move you here to block to lock him down. Then I want you... We'll start with you. You're gonna lock down the Black Orc. You are going to lock down the thrower. You are going to run closer to the thrower. And then you are going to try and take out this guy. Good. Excellent. Another injury. Oh, great. That's another Black Orc down. Alright, I think we got him. There are very few players left to help him out. And then you are going to move... I guess just right in this pocket? Yeah. Alright, and then we're going to intern. We're going to go ahead and score as quickly as we can because we've got him in a pretty good position. So he is... Yeah, I would just go for the mother of going for it. Everyone else is fairly locked down. So he's going to get a push, but I'm going to be able to... See, what's he going to try and do? Come in on this corner, maybe? So if I go here, I can have overlapping tackle zones. Yeah, so I've got a tackle zone here, and I've got a tackle zone here. So now he can't even blitz this guy without making more dodge rolls. Now it's possible. Not easy, but possible. He has one reroll to try and make something happen. And he's really stupid again. Man, that troll just betrayed him in the end. That troll... All those failed stupid checks. I only had one bonehead this game, which is amazing. Sidestep, we're going to sidestep up to keep being a problem. And those sidesteps are super nasty. Yeah, I've locked down every single other player, so we're just going to go ahead and score. No reason not to. I could try bashing him, but I just want this game to end. Alright, he does get a reroll on that. This is pretty much it. He has to make this, and he doesn't. Alright, so now I just have to get rid of this guy, and I think that's game. Alright, so we're going to stand up the Croc score and go... Here seems good. I just want to make sure I move everyone into advantageous positions. Alright. We'll just stay here. And, do I want to go for some bashes for some experience? Am I safe here? Yeah, I'm safe. So let's throw some kind of last second throws to try and get, these guys have the same armor? Yeah. So we're going to go for some last second hits. Try and get some SPP. So I'm going to need it against the rats. But we're not gonna overstay, so to speak. Alright, last one. Can I get a 2-die on the troll? Oh no, I already used my blitz. Okay, so we're just gonna run it in. And that's good. Oh yep, it ended as soon as I scored. Holy shit, what a game. What a game. Oh, it's like a steel ball. Oh my gosh. I'm up this late for fucking Bloodbowl, man. Playoffs. That was a long game. I'll put my headphones back on. See if Blackiron's in Discord wants to talk. We rolled a 2 for our winnings. We'll re-roll that. We got a 6. And MVP was Oaks Yodel the Hunter. Oh man, what a game. That really came down to just the last wire. Yes, we validate the match. And see if... Hey, man. Oh.
To take down.
Hey, man, you there?
Yeah, I tried to take you down, man.
Dude, that was a fucking... That game.
Yeah, man, that is so crazy.
I fucking dragged into the mud of last minute stuff.
Dude, you should have heard me screaming when I killed Nakai.
Oh my god, dude! Of all the times for an apothecary to work, thank God.
Right. No injury. If it was an injury, just any other injury, man. It's like there was so many chances. If I had that catch roll, it's a whole different game, man. Dude, the troll, he fucking turned on you in the end. Yeah, really stupid 3 out of like the last 6 turns, man.
He was doing fine for the longest time, and then he just lost it. And then the double injuries came in. Yeah, that last half had a tone of finality to it. The troll was just being stupid, and 2 of the Black Orcs went down, and
right. Everything went bad for me. Like I don't know what I said or did wrong. The game was going in my hands. I felt like for a couple different points there, but that was a great close game, man.
It was a great game. Yeah, that's. I think the Black Crag All Blacks can very respectfully walk away from that.
Yeah,
that was by no means a one-sided game.
Right? Yeah. Oh man, that was tough when you couldn't pick it up, and right in the beginning, two rerolls in the first 2 turns.
Oh,
just to get
dude,
the ball.
I was losing my mind over here. I was like, "This is what happened the last time."
But
every tie game I've had this entire season was because the stupid skinks can't pick up the ball.
Right, dude. I want to point out: 55 blocks succeeded, 0 injuries inflicted.
Crazy, wasn't it? The injury rolls were shit for both of us.
Right.
Like you got a good amount of knockouts, but I managed to somehow get a Bloodweiser babe. Thank God.
Yeah, I think the stun. So I almost dropped my goblin before the game to keep you from getting extra money. But I wish I had done that in hindsight because the goblin wasn't effective.
I gotta say, I was really thankful the game actually went into the 3rd quarter and I got the 2 Saurus back. Like that was a huge boof. Like that was
I know when I saw 2 players get up, I was like, "Well, now I'm screwed. Now all my fouling, dude. Oh, can you? I thought I had you. I couldn't even roll the fouls on the 80% or the whatever it was. You know,
fucking Nakai was just getting stunned over and over again.
Yeah, right. Like, oh my god, man! I'm like surrounding him. It's like, oh, this is the perfect time.
You got close to getting to knocking him out, but his thick skull proc, so he just sat there and was like dirt.
Yeah.
Oh, what a game, though.
He stayed on the ground, though, quite a bit, too.
Oh, yeah, he stayed on the ground a lot. But, hey, at the end there, his guard came so in handy right at the end. He started being a real nuisance.
Yeah, I know. He stood up and got in the way, and I was just like, oh, man, now I'm done for.
Yeah, though, man, I need to make sure I'm not tired of my next game, because I could have sworn that he had
that
great
dodge
tackle.
Yeah, I saw 17% dodge, and I was like, why does he keep checking that? And then all of a sudden you did it, and I was like, what?
Yeah. I was sitting there, I was like, I'm so clever, and then he fell down, and I was like, wait.
Yeah, luckily I didn't miss any going for it. So I didn't have to waste any rerolls on that. But yeah, I just couldn't do what I needed to do. I couldn't get that catch.
Oh man, so next week it's the nefarious Skaven. Ooh, he's gotten some interesting play. Wow, his team is fucking hilarious. Half his team is amazing and half his team is just shit.
Oh yeah. Well, half his team is loners half the time.
He's got there's literally a gap for player number 7, and everyone past 7 has nothing, and everyone above 7 is leveled up multiple times.
Oh,
so he's got he's got some really interesting storm vermin.
Just to add insult to injury, my Black Orc rolls doubles.
He's like, I'm good now.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, no, I can be everything you ever dreamed of now.
Oh, I leveled up Scar Leader Krokgar. Let's see what he gets. Might be helpful against the rats.
Right.
A 6. Well, another tackler would not be missed. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that would be useful. Because with the Orcs out, now the only team that can match me in strength is Turin. Turn's the only one left who can match me strength for strength.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think I need to worry about strength skills.
Turn was also very beat up in his playoff game.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm thinking... So for my last skill on my Saurus, he has block already. I'm thinking tackle could be good, because I'm either going to be fighting Skaven or Necromantic, both of which have dodgers.
Right.
I could go Frenzy, which is pretty scary on a Saurus. Guard is always good. I could have multiple Guarders at that point.
Right.
Could go Mighty Blow and just try and break people.
Let's see what you got. Yeah, I feel like, let's see. I mean, you have a good number of tacklers. You got 2. You've got some sidesteppers.
Yeah, which 2 should be enough for the Skaven.
Maybe some Mighty Blow for some pitch removal, you know? Or guard. Mighty Blow or guard.
I almost want to give him piling on. Just go for it.
Right? Well, no, because he has such low movement that when he stands up after being down, it's like he can't really move at all, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Let's see, if I do guard, then if guard would be really good against bashy teams like Turin. Against the Skaven, it's okay, I guess. I mean, it would prevent... Yeah, I'll go with guard, actually. I don't think I need Mighty Blow, because against the Skaven, their armor is so low that either you get it or you don't.
Right.
And then either Turin and Gojira both have regeneration, so I don't think trying to injure their players is necessarily the best strategy.
All right, so it is the Red Host versus the Nodder Princes and the Underworld's Finest versus the Terminators for the last games in the... Well, actually, sorry, the next round of games. Round 2. The semifinals. To see who makes it to the finals.
I'm going to need to fire a skink. My team is way too expensive.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up my my recording now. Thanks for the great game, Sotek. I almost had you, man. I really thought that I was going to pull the big upset.
The Black Crags were about to pull that Cinderella story, but I couldn't allow it.
That dodgy skink on the sidelines, man, is so frustrating. Even in the first half, like you made 3 dodges, like it was just. I mean,
fucking
used to reroll, but.
Fucking, I was sitting there and I was like, 3 3-ups, and I get 1 reroll for free, and he just made it.
Man.
Dude, I was sitting there and I was like, after those 2 failed pickups, you better fucking make this.
Yeah, right.
Like,
there was just like so many instances. Every time I play you, so many instances where I get so close to making myself a champion. But yet, not this season. So I'll see you again next season, man. Thank you everyone for watching.
Thanks, man.
Take it easy.
I'm going to mute myself real quick. Alright, chat. That wraps us up for today. What a hell of a game. I hope you all enjoyed it. It was long, arduous, and it was fairly even. I didn't get him until the very end when he started failing his armor rolls and all the Black Orcs started going down. Once they dropped, it was game over. Price-wise, so Volner's team costs $13.50. Currently, I am $15.30. That means I'm $140 more expensive than him, which is just completely unacceptable. So we're going to go ahead and delete a skink. We want to keep all the level 2s, obviously, though I really want to get rid of the Prophet because I spelled his name wrong. But if we drop a 60k skink, that's going to knock our team value down to 1490. Which will... Oh, wait. Or 1490, yeah. Which would make us 140 more... Oh, gosh. Maybe we should drop a level 2 skink. See, if we drop a level 2 skink, that would knock us down by 80k. Which would put me at 1450. So I'd be exactly 100,000 higher than him. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and drop Trinan Juan, the Prophet, because I spelled his name wrong. So let's go ahead and banish him. We'll keep the level 1 skinks just as kind of like cattle fodder. Actually, him getting 120 gold... Yeah, we want to keep him to 100 because we don't want him being able to easily buy something like a wizard. I really hate getting rid of a sidestepping skink, but there's nothing to be done for it. Alright, so that knocks us down to 1470, which is much more reasonable. It's taking forever to update on the other page. I also think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my cheerleaders. We just want to reduce our costs as much as possible. Okay, so now, yeah, when it updates, we'll be at 1450, so we're going to be exactly 100,000 more expensive than him. So he can get a reroll or double Bloodweiser Bays, but he won't be able to get anything crazy unless he wants to spend a lot of his own money. Which I'm probably going to save up my money for the final game, because if I can roll like another 6, I don't know if I'll be able to get it, but I want to try and save up to getting a Halfling Master Chef for the final game. We'll see if I can manage it though. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. It was a very long evening. I hope you all take care. Dog lore? I don't know, probably. Love you guys. Thanks for coming by. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.